Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because the exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link."
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Just Do. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Do, man.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. Y'all already know, man. Smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, and come say what's up. Well, we having the likes 1 million. I know we getting there. Dank, what it do on me? Deep for the win, my God. What's good, bro? CJ in the building. Russell, was good with the family? How you feeling, bro? Shout out to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Just Do, is in the building. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. That damn Teofimo Lopez, man. I think he tried to find another way to try to make himself somewhat relevant in the media, or maybe people are just thirsty for news that, you know, they took the video and a little post and they ran with it. For me personally, I gotta look at it as trolling, because all the moves that he been making been like air bets, been pumping a lot of air into situations, and ain't none of them been coming to fruition. So when I see him, you know, when I see him take the picture or the video, should I say, with the little PBC hat on, that he probably ordered somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he had the date, the 8/16 date, and like a caption or something on the photo, on the video, and it had people thinking that, you know, he's signing to the PBC to fight Tank. He's gonna fight on the undercard or Tank fight, all these different things. And I just don't know how people could bring themselves to believe such a thing when you just seen him turn down opportunities. The opportunity that he had that was presented to him that could have possibly ended up on 8/16 was Devin Haney. He initially agreed to that fight and then walked away from it after wasting people's time. And we're going to get into that too, because he did a video where he explained why he walked away from the fight. So I'm going to let y'all decide whether or not y'all feel like it's excuses or is it valid. You know, he made a video talking about it. He put out that, you know, Turkey Al-Sheikh allegedly gave him a take it or leave it type of offer and told him they wasn't going to pay him the money that they agreed to in the August date. That's why he's claiming he turned it down. But then for him to post with a PBC hat on with the 8/16 date, I guess he's just playing with the minds of the boxing fans, because, like I said, it's going to be hard for me to believe that in the situation he in, PBC just going to come to his aid and fix it. I don't see that being a reality. I don't know if he might could do business with him. That's not impossible. But as far as signing to him, I need more information before I run with that, because I ain't seen nothing that said he signed to the PBC nowhere. I'm just seeing him, you know, make this little video. Like I said, I think he was trying to get people attention, and he did. You know, he know what he be doing. You know what I mean? You got to give it to him, man. He clever when he want to be. You get what I'm saying? Just little things like that. And him looking like he's shopping around to see who will buy him out his contract. To me, I think he's just trying to get their attention. Maybe somebody reach out to him from the PBC, right, and see what's up with his situation. Maybe that's what he doing. That's what I could see happening. But I don't see them just, oh, we're going to sign Teofimo. I don't see the reasoning for that. I don't think it's a reality. You know what I'm saying? He said, when you come out to be true, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what it is. I think so. You know what I mean? I laughed all yesterday when people start giving their opinion, because they start going with it, right? Yeah, Teach was good with it, bro. Yeah, man, it's crazy how they believe that Greg was good with it, fam. Got going to fight Hitchens next if he wins. If he do that, if he fight Hitchens next, that's a really good fight. That's a really good fight. Hannibal was good with it, fam. You know he full of it, man. Possible as far as unifying goals, they got the 140 champs on that side. Absolutely, they do. Till burn bridges with Bob now. Turkey, you looking for someone to save him? Hey, Hannibal, you write it. You right thinking what I'm thinking, bro. So look, that's what I think is going on too. It's what my guy Hannibal was saying. That's what I was about to get to. I believe that's what's going on too. I believe that, like, I'm not saying he on the outs with Top Rank, but he clearly seemed like he not happy there because of the chain of events, all the way from saying let him out his contract, that his contract was invalid, you know, actively looking like he was shopping around to see who would buy him out of his contract. He just don't seem like he really want to be there. It seems that way. Then the moves that he making, the rants and stuff, it started making me think like maybe he trying to get cut from Top Rank. Maybe that's what he want, because, you know, maybe he locked into a contract that he don't want to be in, and that's his way of trying to get out. And I think he been doing like a bit of self-sabotaging, but it ain't coming to fruition. It ain't working the way he probably thought it would work. Am I right? He probably would love it if they just dropped him. But because they asked him about Top Rank, he said, what about him? Like, he very standoffish and negative when approached with questions concerning Top Rank. And the way he moves is like a guy that don't want to be tied down to the promotional company that he with. And then you see him wearing these different hats and things like that. Seem like he's trying to shop his services around in a sense, right? Catch somebody's attention. Maybe somebody go out and reach out to him. Things look like they on steady ground with Bob Arum and Top Rank, right? They look like they about to make a change, especially if ESPN about to step out of the equation. So you don't know, he could be thinking like that. And, you know, he unnecessarily seemingly burnt the bridge with Turkey. At least he disrupted what could have been big business for him for right now. And now he on the sideline with no fight. And he got people thinking he's signing to the PBC to fight Tank. I'm not giving him that kind of credit until I get some more confirmation that that's actually what's going on. You know what I mean? This dude is full of games, full of smoke and mirrors. He know how to play to the media. He know how to get people talking. Got to give him that, but I ain't no fool for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fool for it. So, like I said, until I get more confirmation from some real sources or the powers that be, I'm gonna hold off on him signing to this PBC. At least for me, I feel like it's just a rumor. SG was good with my drop hitches. Cornelius was good player. Behind the hands, TV, my dog. PBC, get ready to fight once every 20 months. Cal Cooler, bless his family. How you feeling? Boston George, PBC is where boxing goes to die. Nah, man, I get you, but listen, I will level with you. They've had a problem, you know, with inactivity and different things like that, but they wouldn't be the only ones, right? I think all promotional companies getting, you know, they get to a point where they run into inactivity with some of their best fighters. Just for PBC, it seems as if it affected some of their biggest earners, they top guys, right? But you just got to think of it, right? Nobody anticipates sitting on the sideline or being on the sideline. It's not something that you intentionally want to do because that's not good business. You're not making money for the fighter and for the network if they got you, or the promotional company if they got you signed to them, right? So that's never a good thing. I could imagine that that's always a situation that they're trying to navigate and try to figure out, try to avoid it as much as possible. But I think just the way boxing is, man, some things are out of your control. And I think sometimes guys are just going to run into inactivity. Like, for example, let's use De Los Santos as an example, right? He was supposed to recently fight. Seeing he was out for about 2 years, right? That wasn't to nobody's fault, but not even his own. It was just health concern situations like that, right? It wasn't that he couldn't get a fight. So, you know what I mean? Inactivity is just part of the sport, man. I think, you know, as individuals that call the shots, as long as they just do their best to manage that as an issue, we all good. You know what I'm saying? PBC. It's a liquor store. T.O. can't handle it over there. Jordan was good. Boys be crying with it, dude. Was good with it. You can't sell a pay-per-view. Be ready to fight a tough fight at the PBC. And now that's a fact, bro. Like you heard it. You heard what AB said, bro. They're gonna have you fighting Godzilla, bro. So you gonna fight. You gonna earn your keep, so to speak, right? Or you gonna be inactive. And that's just what it is. So I just don't see him going over there like the last time you heard Espinoza talking about signing a fighter. It was Shakur Stevenson. And what he said was they didn't have the fights over there for him to even sign him outside of having the one fight for him, which was Tank. So I could imagine that's a very similar circumstance or situation with Teofimo. Like, I don't know why you would be looking to sign a guy that, I mean, by the numbers, it wouldn't suggest that he's the biggest ticket seller by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't know what the incentive is to have to sign him in the beginning. I don't think you got to sign it unless you're trying to make a fight with him and Tank. And I think that's just giving him too much praise. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it happening, bro. I don't. But we're going to get into all this, man. Teal, go to the PBC, end up punch drunk. Can't handle no liquor, I'm telling you. They about to lie Teal up for the culture. Because, look, we're going to get to it. Because, look, one thing I will say, I will explore all possibilities. I can't say for 100% certainty that this is not happening. But what I can tell you from what the information that's out there and from what I know or what I think, I don't think that this is the next step for him. I think he's playing into the minds of the public again. A lot of people might, like, because you think if you're going over there, it's only one reason you would want to even do that. So I get it why people like, he going over there to fight Tank. But, man, we got to pump our brakes, bro, because this dude was talking about Roach rematch. You know, you heard the Jake Paul shit, semi-retirement stuff. You ain't hear no Teofimo talk, so we can't just assume that that's what's happening. Like, I don't know how we got from Roach, skip past the Jake Paul potential fight, and then just got the Tio. I don't know. And are we seriously believing that Tio is just willing to fight people now all of a sudden? Like, that's hard for me to believe. You won't fight Devin Haney, who clearly you said don't look like he used to look. right? And Tim Bradley ripped it. His style is the running style, and it's an easy style to beat, and he would chase chickens for 4 months to beat him. All this stuff, and you had an opportunity to fight. You initially agreed, then you walk away from the fight. So you kind of left him at the altar. Now he moving on. Now you expect me to believe that you're going from, and this is how you got to look at things when we talk about Teofimo. So now you're telling me you're going from saying no to Devin Haney was a for sure fight. You're saying no to that, and you're gonna go over to the PBC, and then you're gonna fight Tank. That's a 35-pounder, and you clearly heard him say he ain't mention nothing about going back up to 140. Not even to fight Teo. You haven't heard any of that, so I'm not about to create that dialogue. I know it sounds like an interesting situation to do. In a perfect world, yeah, shit, Teo ending up on the PBC to fight Tank Davis at 140. Hell yeah, let me just say right off the bat, great fight. But man, Teo ain't moving like that. I don't believe him. I don't believe him, and I don't believe Tank going up to 140 in his next fight. I don't know what the August 16th situation was about either. You know what I'm saying? Mike Ryan, what it do? Dante's Boxing Talk. My God, what's good, Brody? I don't even know if he's really going over it. I don't think he is, D. I don't think so. Like, if we just look at the, like, he's with Top Rank. How is he going over there? Like, what's somebody buying him out of his contract? Like, what's going on? What's the situation? You don't just, boom, you just because you put a hat on don't mean shit, bro. Like, he really, man, let me find out he ordered the PBC hat off Amazon, bro. Man, his Amazon Prime package just came in, bro. He ain't fooling me, bro. Hey, nah, bro. Hey, y'all. T.O. ain't fooling me, y'all. He ain't fooling me. His Amazon Prime package just came, and it was a PBC hat, and he put it on, took a little video, bro, and said, watch this. That's what he did, bro. I gotta give him some credit. I think that's what he did. Bro, package from Amazon finally came in, and he said, yeah, watch, I'm a F him up with that one. Boom. Put the PBC hat on, said, yeah, boy. PBC, what up? You know what I mean? Because, you know, Turk, like, man, Turk already let him on his way. Bob Arum told him he need to just keep his mouth shut. You know, Teo need to keep his mouth shut. Turkey done let him on his way. He doesn't understand business. Let him on his way. You get what I'm saying? Turk don't let him on his way. Now he over there like, PBC, what up? Get me? Somebody come save me. You know what I'm saying? And that look at him in the picture. Y'all in there look like a damn hostage. He in that joint, yo. Look at him. Check him out. Yo, he in the picture looking like a damn hostage, y'all. They made me do this. I'm telling you, bro. This is like Get Out 2.0, the boxing version, bro. T.O.'s trying to get out. He trying to get away from Top Rank. Yeah, he's like, Al, Big Al. He's like, Al, man, Al gotta see this. Al gotta see this, man. Hey, Dad, my Amazon Prime package came yet. He said, yes, that is right here. He ripped that joint open, popped on his PBC joint, and said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Al, save me. I should say get PBC, but in reality, to me, it say get out. T.O. is trying to get up out of Top Rank, bro. That's all that is, man. He playing with the folk, man, right here. King was good with it. Yeah, he be lying like a rug. That's what I'm saying. He gonna get fed to the wolves. EJ20, what it do, fam? Floyd probably gave him that hat. Oscar like give it out 5-year contracts. Signed TL 5 years, 2.5 mil. I'm telling you, Jamal was good. Tank not moving up for him. Nope. That's why he went fight Taylor 140 before fighting Shakur 135. Right? I just don't see him moving. Right? I can't say I know all of what Tank plans is, but I just heard some of what he said from a consistent standpoint. I hear some of the news that's out there on a consistent basis, and I don't think none of that news and information has led me to believe that one of his next moves is 140. So I think that's right off the table. Get what I'm saying? We all know Teo ain't going back down. So that's out. And again, it's a good conversation. I'm not against having good conversations, right? I like to talk about things, even if it ain't necessarily the next move. Just the image alone with him putting the hat on. Could you imagine Teo over there at the PBC? But he ain't gonna be able to. This is the thing, y'all. This is the thing, and this is why I wholeheartedly don't believe that this is something he's ever going to do. I'm going to just go that far, and I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. This is not something that I'm saying is a fact. It could end up being a fact in the long run, but this is just my opinion. I don't think we ever see Teofimo over there at the PBC. And one of the reasons being is I don't think they got Steve Claggett for him to pick. I don't think they got them kind of fights for him. You get what I'm trying to say? He's going to have to fight somebody. Like, it would be no reason for them to bring him on board just to coast with him, right? Just to give him, like, you know, stay busy / tune up. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're looking to sign this kid, you obviously would be invested in him, right? And you're going to invest in him just to put him in what? Just winnable matchups? We all know that. What AB say? Hey, man, you'll get paid, but you're going to fight. You're going to fight Godzilla, bro. They're going to put you in there. You're going to have to fight for that check. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see a world where he goes over there and he can coast and pick guys with 7 losses. I don't even understand why anybody would entertain that shit. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think he just trying to get the attention of maybe some suits. Maybe he could finesse a situation. I don't know, man. I don't know. But seems like he just trying to get some attention for real or get the people talking. One, you know what I mean? Maybe he just saying he going to the fight 8/16. You get what I'm saying, in August. Maybe that's what he's saying. Ghetto Fad, what up, fam? You get what I'm saying? It ain't you get a Jamal. He can't do it, bro. You get what I'm saying? He can't sit over there and sit pretty and play games. You get what I'm saying? Let me play the little clip, man.
Would you be willing to entertain a Tank fight if it's presented? And would you be willing to move down to 135 or has to be pretty much at 140?
I can't even see 135 anymore. I'll be real with you. However, the fights are always gonna be there. Listen, I've seen Tank go up to 40 to fight Mario Barrios, who's fighting and facing Pacquiao now at 47. So I believe that if it makes sense for both sides, we can make a fight happen, even at catchweight, whatever the case be. The whole thing is that Tank can't put any. I don't do rehydration clauses, so he can't do no rehydration clause.
Tio, speaking of Tank, right? Speaking of Tank and what
Yeah.
you was talking about with not
Well,
finishing these guys off.
Tank still got someone in front of him, and that's Lamar Roach.
Exactly. So I don't know how this is how wild boxing is, and this is how fast we be trying to move. Everybody be trying to peek into the future like they got a damn crystal ball somewhere and they could just rub it and say, yeah, this is Tio to the PBC. Yeah, Tank next. No, man, come on, man. Y'all know boxing. Y'all know damn well that's not what's happening. And look, I'm going to say this, and I'll be one of the first to say I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to be proven wrong because that would be good for boxing if we got that kind of fight out of this situation with Tio, right? But I find it very hard to accept that he's gonna go from essentially no black fighters to Tank Davis. I couldn't imagine after Barboza. I couldn't imagine that's the next play for him. It don't even sound right. And I think we'd just be giving him way too much credit for a move that he ain't even made yet. Now, if he make it, I'll double back and say how wrong I was and Tio proved me wrong. And I'll be glad to see it. Some stuff I like to be wrong about. I wouldn't mind being wrong about the Teofimo Lopez with a Tank fight coming. AD solo, what it do, homie? I wouldn't mind being wrong about that, but I seriously doubt it. He going to have to show me that. You still, for all I know, you still on top rank. I didn't hear nothing that would suggest otherwise. I seen you kind of downplaying them when asked about him. Like I said, you very standoffish and negative. I could have swore he wore a different hat too. It wasn't just PBC. I could have swore we seen him wear a different promotional hat in a different video. Could have swore he did this. And it just seemed like he's shopping. Like somebody, whoever reached out to him, that's what he on. Wasn't it a Golden Boy or something like that? Didn't he do that? And Oscar De La Hoya reached out and said, well, if you don't got no promoter, something about Oscar, expressed interest in trying to sign him. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Maybe he thinking somebody from the PBC going to reach out. You got to play turkey thank you video. What turkey thank you video teach? He said Tio and Tank would be a money fight, but he would beat 11 million. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like this dude, man. And that's why I say he just turned down he just turned down the opportunity to fight Devin Haney with some real money on the line and out his mouth. That's why we throwing out the 11 million. That's what he put out there. You get what I'm saying? I didn't catch it. It's Turkey. Who account is it on, Teach? Is it on Turkey joint? Oh man, yeah. Whose IG is it on, bro? So yeah, man, I see it. Like I said, yeah, I see the picture. I understand that it got people excited, feeling like, yo, that's something that could possibly happen. Yeah, man, 816, you know. Yeah, that man, his ass probably just going to the fight, yo. That's all he is. Turkey IG. He said it's an apology video. Hold on. Is it a minute and some change, Teach? Is it the one like a minute and 40 where he talking? Look like he talking. Let me see if this is it. What he did from like 4 hours ago. Cash Sports, what it do, homie? The Box Story and BJ in the building. What's good, homie? Star Fox, what it do? He said, you're not going to Canelo Crawford, just? I don't know. I didn't even think that far down, September. I didn't even think about it. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me get to it. Let me see. You see what Teach talking about, man. Big Turk is in the mix, man. He making them fights happen. He about to Crawford and Canelo. Know how he be coming. Hold on.
Canelo Crawford, 13th of September in Las Vegas. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Canelo. Thank you, Crawford. Thank you, Netflix. Bella. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, all your team in Netflix. Thank you, Nick Khan, TKO. Thank you, Dana, my brother, who he will promote this fight with me. Thank you for Sila, Dr. Rakan, my old friend, Dr. Rakan. Thank you to Riyadh Season, Faisal. Thank you to Fatal Fury, SNK. Thank you to The Ring Magazine. Thank you for everyone. This is the biggest fight in boxing and in the history in the last 10 years and maybe more. Thank you, Shepard, from the team of Canelo. Thank you, Ash, the Hunters. And this is very good opportunity for the talent in boxing. We will make the undercard, all the undercard, about talent, because we have the biggest fight. We don't need big fight in the undercard. For that, we will give the chance for the talent. If you think you are ready to be in the undercard of Canelo Crawford, come talk with us. And maybe you will have chance. Thank you, and see you in Vegas the 13th of September, inshallah.
Big Turk said, if you think you're ready to be on the undercard with Canelo or Crawford, come to Death Row. Come to Riyadh Season. You know what I'm saying? You hear me say to come holla at me. You get me? I got that bag of me. If you think you ready, you know what I mean? Come holla at me. Turk out here giving opportunities, bro. He said we don't need a big fight. With a big fight, we don't need big fight on undercard. Turk talking his talk, man. Hey, you want to be on this undercard? Come holla at me, B. You know? But PBC stand for Puerto Rican Business Conference because he say he don't like BET. Hey, behind the hands, bro, he ain't going there, yo. I don't see it. Where will we be without Turkey? Serious question. You know what I'm saying? Turk out here letting people on his way. Bro said, talk to me if you want to be on that. Teach. Hey, Teach. He said, if you ready to fight, come to Riyadh Season. AD. Come to Riyadh. If you ready to fight, if you got hands, come to Riyadh season. We got you. Oh man. Yo, listen. I just sit back, man, and I'll just be enjoying this stuff. I'll be laughing, enjoying it. People be mad as hell for no reason. This stuff is just funny, man. And look, I'm just glad that Crawford getting this fight. And I know a lot of people feel like it's an uphill battle and count them out, but I just can't count out a person that is that committed to winning and that competitive when it comes to anything. You get what I'm saying? So I'm rocking with him till the wheels fall off, man. I'm going down with this ship September 13th. If he got to take an L, he got to take one. But I am not rooting for nobody other than Crawford that night. Straight up and straight down, man. I wish Abdullah got on that card. I'm pretty sure he'll be back fighting soon as hell, Reef. Shout out to Reef, man. So let's see how the undercard shapes up. Definitely want to be on that card. You get me? Hey, Teach, I definitely want to be on that card. Hit Turk up, be like, hey, Turk, man, I got hands, man. Send me the tickets, man. We trying to fight, bro. We trying to fight. Peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Fighters that will be on the fight undercard for free, for real. I'm telling you, it's a big stage. Yeah, nah, and you really saying it, but it's really people that would, for real. That's real talk. It's people that really would take that opportunity, man, just to be on the stage and shit like that. But yeah, man. Let's see how the undercard shape out. But look, I'm glad that the fight is being announced. You see Crawford in the gym putting that work in. You know, Canelo making his little slick remarks. You know what I mean? He talking his talk. You know what I mean? He said Crawford is great, but he ain't Canelo. That's what Nello said. But we gonna see. September 13th is gonna be historic, man. And I'm rooting for Crawford the whole way. You smell me? But let's get back to this, man. Let's get back to this. Shout out to Teach, man. Turk is a funny dude. But look, back to what I was saying about Teo, man. Yeah. I think you got with everything with him, you got to take with a grain of salt, and you got to wait till you get some actual confirmation, because I think he'll take you anywhere if you let him. And all I think he did, like I said, is just play into the fans and into the imagination of the fans, the boxing fans that want to see him actually in a fight like that. You get what I'm saying? He know what people will start thinking. Is there, because to me, it would make zero sense for them to not only, if they were to sign you, it would make no sense for them not to be lining you up with a Tank Davis fight. That would be idiotic. And then if they were doing any business with you at all, it would be, you would think it would be in thoughts with that fight in mind, right? Because that's something that people have been talking about for years, right? That they wanted to see at 35 and et cetera, et cetera. It just never came to fruition. But I don't see it, man. I think he's just trying to find a way to stay relevant, even with the mildest of gestures, something as simple as ordering a PBC hat off of Amazon and picking up his package today. His package came to the door. He busted open. It was a PBC hat. He put that joker on and flexed in the camera. Flexed to the camera, put 816 on the caption or the picture. It just said, yeah, that's what it is, bro. We the PBC, we go. But nah, I think you might see him in the building fight night. You get what I'm saying? With Tank and Roach. That's what you're gonna see. I don't think it's a chance that he could be on the undercard. Fighting who? And that's the thing. I see some people posting about, I knew it. I knew this. He was gonna be on the undercard. Where? Where is he at? Like, who the hell? Seriously, I need to know this. Who is he fighting on the undercard? Seriously. He just said no to Devin Haney. Tank fighting Roach, 816. The date that he would have had for 816 was only Devin Haney, to our knowledge, unless he got something else planned, and I seriously doubt that. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how's people convinced that he's on some undercard? Are they trolling? Like, are people trolling? You got to be trolling. It's got to be like a joke. Got to be like a, or some type of prank or something, because he not fighting on no Tank undercard. He's not fighting on no Tank card, period. I don't see it. I don't see the opponent for him. Who PBC? And if he going over there to PBC to fight on the undercard, it's going to be somebody that I think he could lose to. It ain't going to be no stepping stone kind of fight. Why would they be looking to the point he had in his career, why would they be looking to build him if they got Tank? That's how I'm thinking. You get what I'm saying? I don't think they need a guy that is not a star but a headache. So I don't know, man. I'm very sketchy about this. Think he trying to take people for a ride. 2 cents was good, homie. How you feeling? People just go anywhere. Just go for anything. Yeah, you gotta show me, yo. Especially with him. Especially with him, because imagine him fighting Gary Antoine Russell, though. Imagine it. Right? So that's why I get it to a certain degree from a fight fan perspective, just seeing the visual and the thought of him going over there. And now you start thinking of different matchups in your head and your imagination start to wander. But I just don't think it's in the cards for him to move the way we would think he would, right? I don't see it. Because he ain't going. I don't think he'll have the freedom to move the way he's moving over there on the PBC. I don't. And when I say freedom, I'm saying like you seen him get an option to pick from 4 different fighters. He chose the least notable one. You get what I'm saying? And he fought Arnold Barboza. They competition is stiffer than Arnold Barboza, right? Then he turned down Subriel Matiz. He turned down Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? Like he would be on the shelf for real. Like I think he'd just find himself inactive if that's where he went. I really do. And the reason why it wouldn't even be the PBC's fault, I think if he was to go over there and be inactive, it'd be on him because you see the way he moved. He just getting his own way. So there's no way in hell. And again, I'm going to keep saying it. I don't mind being wrong. If I'm wrong, please prove it to me. But I seriously doubt that he's moving like that. I don't see it. Mr. Improv, what it do, homie? That's the same thing I said, Lisa. I believe it when one of the somebody really confirm it. Him, it's gonna take more than a post with 816 and the PVC hat that you got off Amazon, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Or that Floyd gave you when he was chilling with you. You get me dragging his ass. It was good, bro. Tio just go to Golden Boy. Hey, look, Oscar did reach out. You know what I'm saying? Oscar said, look, man, if you ain't got no promoter, look, man, we could do something, man. We'll take you to the next level, make you the star you supposed to be. Oscar made his pitch. Now he trying to this one for Al. This photo was for Al. He trying to maybe it gets his people to get it to him. Tio took this picture like I know Al gonna see this. Somebody get this to Al. He might as well have that in the caption. Somebody get this to Al. Tio ass over there trying to get out, bro. He trying to get up out of Dodge, bro. Bro ass trying to dip top ranking. His ass trying to sell himself to the highest bidder, bro. He like the highest bidder at this point. That's what Tio doing. I'm telling y'all, hell with all this, that's what he doing. He's selling himself. He like, yo, the highest bidder, yo, PBC, Golden Boy, somebody, Eddie. I'm telling you, yo. I'm telling you, he's Get Out 2.0, the boxing version, bro. He trying to get out of top rank, and he locked in there. Try to get his ass out, man. And again, the reason I say that is because you seen how unsatisfied he seems with being over there, right? Always talking about the money and the lack thereof and the opportunities and the venues. And you get what I'm saying? He was saying they could keep the black fighters. All of this different stuff, it sounds like he somewhere where he don't want to be. You get what I'm saying? Then remember, he was online talking about how his contract is not valid or something to that effect. And you get me? He was doing a lot, bro. He was doing a lot. He was talking crazy. And it's wild because I feel like Bob at this point is so old where he just don't give a damn, right? Like he don't care about nothing he say. It's just what he do, right? He ain't bothered. He ain't moved by none of that. He been in the business too long. I don't think he about to chase down behind him and really care about the shit that he say out his mouth on social media or in interviews. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he care, but again, man, PBC is a stretch. He gonna have to fight a different level of competition. In my opinion, it's not gonna be easy, smooth selling over there for him. And I think he's at the point. I ain't saying he won't challenge himself. We seen what he's capable of. but I think he likes the freedom to be able to pick from a weaker, talent pool. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lesser competition. He want that freedom to be able to select the Barbosa's. No disrespect to him. Guys that, you might think could give him some work, but he'll end up beating him. And the guys that we really want to see him in there with are the ones I think that he has the highest chance of not fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's not impossible for him to make any of these fights, but why I'm so hesitant to believe it, because he haven't shown me. He haven't shown me that, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go fight you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight a Tank Davis, right? Because I'm about to play the video right now, the little clip where he talked about why he didn't fight Devin Haney. Get what I'm saying? He had a whole excuse as to why he didn't fight him. And I'm gonna let y'all hear it and see what y'all think about it, man. He pretty much blamed Turkey. You know what I'm saying? He blamed Turkey for it. Boom, 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 boom. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button for me, man. Where is this? Oh, okay. Here we go. My bad. Teofimo. He said he wasn't ducking. It's not that I ducked Devin Haney. Yeah, I just ain't fight him. Yeah, that's not ducking. I just didn't fight him. That's what Teo want us to believe. I ain't duck him, y'all. I just ain't fight him. No, I ain't scared. I just.
All right. I think I'm a pup.
Look how I come on. Look how I come on. It's not that I don't want to fight Haney, but what is it then, Teo? Tell us.
So it's not that I don't want to fight Haney, guys.
What is it? Let us know.
All right. I think I'm gonna publicly announce it right now. Okay.
Okay.
And this is not talking bad on Turkey Al-Sheikh. It's not talking bad on any of the guys that was part of the deal. However, listen, I don't mind fighting anyone they put in front of me. However, I am a prize fighter.
He said he don't mind fighting anybody they put in front of him. Okay. However, he's a prize fighter. Okay. Like, what else? Like, all right.
However, I am a prize fighter. I am a person that is about principles. Sella and I, we signed.
Hey, Grant, what it do real quick? One, for me, I don't really play with the Doug narrative, but I'll say this straight up. He had an opportunity to fight Devin Haney. He initially agreed to it and then ended up saying no. And he about to explain to y'all and everybody why he said no. Shout out to Jay Grant. So look, we're going to listen to this.
However, listen, I don't mind fighting anyone they put in front of me. However, I am a prize fighter. I am a person that is about principles. Sella and I, we signed fight 2 and 3 contract with X amount of dollars. And when it came to, before we actually signed the fight with Barbosa, my team and I and my lawyers, we all came to an agreement for fight 2 and 3 being signed before we did fight 1. Okay, now, with that being said, we successfully did fight 1, which was against Barbosa. Fight 2 includes, and I quote, Jerome Boots Ennis or any other fighter that is in that high calibrated level. Meaning, could be Haney, Rolando Romero, anyone that you guys want to see us face against. That was fight 2. That was signed and sealed with X amount of dollars that I will not express here. There's none of your damn business.
And real quick, dude, what's good, cuz? Real quick, we don't be trying to ask for all the details, the ins and outs. Like, some shit is his business, and it ain't for us to know, right? But he did spit out in a different interview about 11 million and said he wasn't selling his soul for 11 million. Now he's telling us he's not going to tell us how much it was, but you get what I'm saying? It was a 3-fight deal. You get what I'm saying?
When we came to fight 2, they Seller and Riyadh and all this said we're not gonna pay you what we agreed on for August. So there you have it. And
so I'm gonna stop it there. For those that keep saying we not at the table and we don't know what happened, he just explained to us from his vision, his vantage point. The reason he's saying he didn't fight Devin Haney is not that he don't want to fight him. He said he's a man of principle. I could respect that, whether I don't like him or how he move or not, right? Or the energy he put out at times when he go off the rails, should I say. But he said, made sure not to say recording. Yeah, so we know what he's saying. He's saying a man of principle. I can respect that. But he's saying he didn't, when it came to fight 2, they told him they wasn't going to pay him what they initially agreed on paying him for the August fight. He said, so there you go. So that's why he's saying he didn't fight him. He's saying the money wasn't right. But then in a different interview, he said he wasn't going to sell his soul for $11 million. He didn't say the money wasn't right. So he flip-flopping. This is after that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to make nobody out a duck. I'm here to try to understand why he don't make these fights when you think he would. He talk about these people in interviews for years, but he won't fight a guy like Devin Haney that ain't look his absolute best. Like, you should be chomping at the bit. You should be salivating to fight this dude, right? You get what I'm saying? You should be foaming at the mouth to get in there and fight him, right? You should be like a dog off the leash, right? It's wounded prey. Now's the time, right? But you still got like excuses and, oh, they're not going to pay me the money. And it's like, you didn't say that. You just did a full interview and said something about $11 million. Even the dude that's interviewing you trying to figure out what's going on. And he probably didn't want to ask you directly, but he like, bro, why you not taking this fight? If that's what they offer, they offering you good money, obviously. And he said it wasn't like the money wasn't good. That's what he said before. So it's something different every time you talk to him. That's all I'm saying. He just switch it up. It's hard to keep up with him.
the fact that they publicly announced the fight before I even signed the damn deal. Like, couldn't they just wait? I felt like part of me feels like I got kind of like jobbed in the sense of like, was the Boost fight even something that was happening or not? Was it or not? You know, or was this all a scheme to just put Haney in front of me because, you know, Haney's and Garcia messed up the bags for a rematch. I was the only one that performed and executed and tried to make everyone, you know, excited. Just to come back with take it or leave it.
Frequent, what's good with it, man? Technique was good. He said that thing about PBC is they actually will pay Tia the money he wants. Brian D was good with it. So that's all I'm saying, y'all. He be all over the place, but you did hear at the end of what he said. You know, so you listen, I could level with any man that say they're man of principle. It's very similar to what Shakur was saying, right? Like he heard one thing, then it was something different, but they got some straightening. He understood. They moved forward. It seems similar, but a little different, right? Because he once said something about the money, and now he's saying, oh, they just not offering the same money. To me, it's very convenient, bro. Like he said a lot of different stuff. It's just depending on the day, depending on the platform. He switch up. He don't stay consistent with his stories. That's all I'm saying. Alan, what's good with it, bro? 1 minute. It's not like the money is bad or nothing like that. It's just like they rushing it. This is what he was saying before. They rushing the fight. It's like they rushing it. Now he's saying he feel like he getting jobbed because was the Boots fight ever really a thing? Or are y'all just trying to put Haney in front of me? Like, what the hell are you talking about? You sound crazy. You sound crazy. They doing you a favor. What are you talking about? Boots doing you a favor. I'm tired of playing with this kid, man. He's very talented. He's a phenomenal fighter at the top of his game. That is true. All those things is true, man. He got some talent for real, man. There's no denying that. But they're doing you a favor. I'm tired of playing. Boots, by Boots not entertaining you, is doing you a favor, bro. That's not a good career move for you. I don't give a damn what none of the Lopez fan base talking about. I don't care. He doing you a favor. And by them allowing you to have a guy like Haney, somebody closer to your weight division, and make more sense. That's the fight that been looming for years. What are you talking about? You and Boots don't got no history. You and Haney do. Your pops and Haney pops, y'all got history. What are you talking about? They jobbing you. No, they not jobbing you. It's Boots don't want to do nothing, no business with you. It's clear. He don't want to fight you. What are you talking about? It ain't no ducking in him. No, he don't want to fight your silly ass, man. Simple. I could see them not want to entertain nothing with you. I could see it. They like, man, bro, whatever, bro. He ain't at 47. He ain't got no titles. He ain't in the plans. Let him stay his goofy ass down there and play with somebody else. Boots got other shit to be doing, man. It's straight like that. He doing you a favor. I'm tired of playing with you. Yeah, you athletic, but he is too. You think you got power, he got a lot more. You think you fast, he is too. And he switched and all of that, man. Nah, bro, that's not the fight. I ain't no fool. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a damn how long you feel like you've been watching boxing. That's not the fight for him to make. He gonna get his ass smoked playing around with Boots, man. Play with somebody else. And I ain't even saying Haney nothing to play with, because you just don't seem to have the confidence, right? It's too many reasons why you don't fight the man. It's too many reasons. And for me as a fight fan, I can't level with it. I try to respect it because I can't tell him what to do. He entitled to not take the Haney fight. I ain't here to frame him out to be a duck, but at what point do you start taking the fights that make sense? You talk shit about Matias. You said Puerto Ricans was easy. They gave you a fight. You complained about money. They offered you your career high and on a pay-per-view platform, and then you said no and started complaining about a pay-per-view threshold. But you say you talked about all this money that you made for ESPN, Mr. We got J-Lo, like all of this shit, and none of it lines up. That's what I'm saying. When it be time for him to take the challenges that you would want to see the most, I'm talking past Loma. That shit was at 35. Since he got up at 40, man, he been moving a very different way. That's all I'm saying. He moving like he ain't got the confidence that he used to have. Once upon a time, I thought this kid would fight anybody. I can't say I feel like that, and it's strictly solely based on how inconsistent he is with the reason he's not taking these fights that make sense. And again, look, I'm not in the rooms. I don't know about the money. But from my vantage point, my viewpoint, if you're telling me, if you're a guy that's complaining about how much money you make per fight, and then you get an opportunity to make the most money you've ever made in a fight, on top of that, you complain about the venues that you fight in, and you get an opportunity to fight on a pay-per-view stage, and you say no, and then you conveniently play businessman and you talk your way out of that fight. You talked your way out of that. After saying how easy Puerto Ricans is and how you will beat Matias and he ain't who people think he is, you fight him, beat his ass. We would love to see it. Not no Steve Claggett. We was cool with Arnold Barboza because he earned the opportunity. We cool with that. But after that, then you get a Haney opportunity, and now it's like, oh, I'm not going to sell my soul for $11 million. And then it's like, oh, I'm a man of principle. They told me one thing. They said they're not going to pay me the same thing for the August fight. It's like, bro, what? Man, I'm tired of you, dude. Man, you gotta at some point, you gotta make it make sense for the fans, for the people. I'm willing to support a good fight. Even if the dude is an asshole, I'll support a good fight because that's what I'm here for, to watch good boxing. But I just don't understand, like, with a guy that's in his position continuously just not make the right call to me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's just to me. I think it's to many boxing fans because you don't seemingly have something else better lined up, right? I can see if it's like you see how Frank Martin was negotiating with Shakur. He was going to fight him. That didn't happen, but then he ended up with a Tank fight. Everybody is like, all right, cool. You didn't get that. For some of the people you bummed out, you wanted to see the fight, but you like, hey, you got Tank. You get what I'm saying? You can't trash it. That's not what Tio was doing. Instead, he will go from a better fight, a more entertaining fight on paper to a lesser fight. And then he'll fight that he tells you he confident in winning. He won't even take it when it's presented to him because he'll find a reason not to take it. And that to me is just too convenient. It's a pattern. That's all I'm saying. He not getting the most out of his talent because I think he overplaying his hand in several of these situations, if I'm being real. Is he ruining his career? I can't say that because the losses really, matter. The wins and losses, he's still a winning fighter, but he's slowing and hindering, I think, how good he actually could be in this sport. And that's where a lot of my passion lies for this conversation with Tio. As ignorant as he is, still a good fighter. I can support the fights, but he's a tough guy to root for, man. He is. Aisha, peace, Queen. How you feeling today? You get me? So again, it's the same old song and dance. And it's like you seem like you present yourself to the highest bidder. I don't know, because I don't see a case where you go sign over to no PBC. Like I've been saying, why would they want to do that? Get what I'm saying? Now you're going to fight Tank. Nah, I don't believe that either. So I don't know. This is a good fighter. Like I said, once upon a time, I thought he would have fought anybody, but he don't move exactly the way he seemed like he used to. Seemed like he was with challenging anybody once upon a time. And it seemed like since the loss and some questionable fights, it seemed like his confidence took a hit, but his ego still growing. You get what I'm trying to say? It's the weirdest shit that I've ever seen. It need to be studied. He's a guy that it seems like, and this is my opinion, seemed like his confidence is taking a hit through the years with, from the Cambosa situation. You had the Sandor Martin fight. Jermaine Ortiz had you suspect, right? But it's like your confidence, dwindles, but your ego continues to grow despite whatever the fight looked like. You still got this inflated, ego. You think much better than everybody else. And you got the potential to prove that, but you get in the way. So that's the shit that's hard to understand with him. I just wish he'd just go out there and fight for real. You know what I'm saying? Make some of these fights, bro. Beat some of these people up. You know what I'm saying? Use some of that talent to put some of these real wins in the bank and stop strategically using the business of boxing to finesse your way out of fights. I've never seen nothing like that before. That's really strange to me. I've never seen it. And it's time and time again. With Matias, it was an excuse. Now it's Devin Haney, it's an excuse. Now it's let me go order a PBC hat off Amazon. You know what I'm saying? His dad told him his package was in the mail. He went and ripped it open and put this hat on, made the video, and just kept it pushing. I'm telling you, that's what he did. Boxer, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Fax machine in the building. Zoom verse piece, bro. How you feeling? He say, let me find out. I think he can boots. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's like I'm not against fights, but T Hill, what's good with it? We've been hearing consistently that Boots just don't have the interest in fighting. And Thrill Hill was good with it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you figure you just leave that alone. All things was good. So you see he's saying in the clip that he feel like he was being jobbed because he like, is this Boots fight? Was it ever a thing? Or are y'all just trying to force Haney? And you make it like, think about something. Am I tripping? He said he the takeover. I didn't say that. He said that. He said he willing to fight all these dudes. He named Rolly Romero and everything. He named several other fighters. And he's not fighting none of those people. And then when you ask him why, what is he going to say? Somebody trying to screw him over? It's always the same old song and dance with this dude. You just fought for Turkey and he did you right. Now he's screwing you over. It's like, bro, man. Favorite G's, what's good with it? Damon, what up, homie? Frequent, Tommy the Hitman. Hell. So I look, man, I like the talent that he got, but I just will never understand him. Like I said, that stuff need to be studied. the dude confidence seems like it's not where it once was. But like I said, his ego, his interpretation of where he's at in boxing is so much different than where I think he actually is. And I think potentially he could reach, he could really do some shit. And that's how he moved. Like he moved off of what he feel like his potential is, I guess, because I just don't know, man. I just would rather see this dude in the ring instead of, you know, trolling all day. LaMarcus, what's good, homie? Big Dre, what's good? Big Drop Dre. So yeah, man. I see this as being a rumor. Show me that the PBC got interest in signing him. This would be news. I never even thought that would be a move for him to make. Like I said, to my understanding, he's still with Top Rank. Since when was he a free agent? So unless I missed that, it's possible I could have missed that, but thought he was still tied in with Top Rank, you know? So putting that hat on just make me think he want a way out, man. And I don't know, just doing that shit for attention, I guess. Speak life into Tio. You stupid. Marquis was good when he said, give me 11 million. I don't care what's up there. You get me? Shout out to the homie Big Dre. You know what I mean? Just peep the technique. You get me? Listen, man. Fostering pontification. He said he's merely for Bob and the bond he has over Tio. He's Tio trying to act out, give us free moment. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I think. T Hill, he trying to. This is the get out version of boxing right here. Get out. Marquis was good. He trying to get out of there, man. And I don't know. Maybe he'll be at the fight in August. You know what I'm saying? I seen somebody suggest that he's gonna get in the ring and challenge the winner out of Roach and Tank. They seem to think this, and I don't know if y'all had seen a post. It was from Lamar Roach from some days ago. He said he gonna let the cat out the bag, and he said Tio is waiting for the rematch, so Roach and him could fight for his belt at 140. That's what he was saying, but I seriously doubt that. I think he was just talking. Exactly. Mars Dope was good with it. Yeah, he's still under contract. So that's why I say, man, I think he just Opulent was good with it, Brody. How you feeling? I think he's just trying to bring attention to himself again. That's all, right? It's harmless at the end of the day. It's just boxing to me, right? But I just thought people jumped the gun with he's signing the PBC to fight Tank. I was like, yeah, that's what y'all got. That's all he got to do is put the hat on, and y'all think it's done like that? Shit, man. That'd be impressive, bro. Show me. Damn, Tio, you'll be the man if you could finesse that. Bro, so you telling me all it took for him to get the Tank fight is come online with a PBC hat on, bro? That's all you had to do, y'all, is put a hat on, huh? It's y'all soul. Yo, next week his ass gonna have a Golden Boy hat on, the zone or something. I'm telling you, Matchroom. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Next week is gonna be BLK Prime, bro. For no reason, he's just gonna bust out BLK Prime hat on. I'm telling you. Tio just showing off his collection, man. Blunt, what it do? Said put that hat on Shakur, the PVC hat. Yeah, that they go crazy with that too. It'll do the same thing, probably more because coming from him, you know what I mean? Everybody, oh, So speaking of that, bro, I seen people, I seen a couple people asking about why Shakur ain't do what Tio done, and I'm still trying to figure out what is it that Tio did. I don't think he did nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I mean, put the hat on and do a video. Shit, you got to do more than that to prove to me that that's the next fight for him. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Throw out all logic. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what he said at the end of this clip is that Turkey basically gave him a take it or leave it. Said he was a man of principle, told him one thing about the money, and then they basically reneged. So he said they told him they wasn't paying him what they told him for the August fight. And he said that's the reason he's not fighting Devin Haney. I'm gonna play it one more time before I take it
So
off.
it's not that I don't want to fight Haney, guys. All right, I think I'm gonna publicly announce it right now, okay? And this is not talking bad on Turkey Al-Sheikh. It's not talking bad on any of the guys that was part of the deal. However, listen, I don't mind fighting anyone they put in front of me. However, I am a prize fighter. I am a person that is about principles. Sella and I, we signed fight 2 and 3 contract with X amount of dollars. And when it came to, before we actually signed the fight with Barboza, my team and I and my lawyers, we all came to an agreement for fight 2 and 3 being signed before we did fight 1. Okay, now, with that being said, we successfully did fight 1, which was against Barboza. Fight 2 includes, and I quote, Jerron Boots Ennis or any other fighter that is in that high calibrated level. Meaning,
Any other fighter.
Could be Haney, Rolando Romero, anyone that you guys want to see us face against. That was fight 2. That was signed and sealed with X amount of dollars that I will not express here. There's none of your damn business. When we came to fight 2, they Sella and Riyadh and all this said we're not gonna pay you what we agreed on for August. So there you have it. And
high calibrated level.
the fact that they publicly announced the fight before I even signed the damn deal. Like, couldn't they just wait? I felt like part of me feels like I got kind of like jobbed in the sense of like, was the Boost fight even something that was happening or not? Was it or not? You know, or was this all a scheme to just put Haney in front of me because, you know, Haney's and Garcia messed up the bags for a rematch. I was the only one that performed and executed and tried to make everyone, you know, excited. Just to come back with take it or leave it.
So that's what he said. That's what caused it. A take it or leave it kind of offer that was already signed and sealed according to him, but they ended up, and that, see that, I don't know if I'm thinking too deep into it, and I don't want to be the one doing that, but if something is signed and sealed, and now everybody follow me. If somebody in here, it's anybody, tell me if I'm looking at this wrong or if I'm thinking too deep into it. If you just told me something is already like signed and sealed, wouldn't that mean that the money would be agreed on already? You would think, right? Like, not that you so you telling me you signed something first and then you work out the money after the fact? Something just don't make sense, and I got to do this because I'm just not a fool. You telling me you signed something signed and sealed already, but it goes from being signed and sealed, something you physically put your signature on, right? And it goes from that. You would think you discussed and worked out the money, right? But then that it goes from that to, oh, now they're not Riyadh season. Even the way he say it sound like he lied. Man, look, I'm just calling bullshit. Sorry. I'm calling bullshit. Something don't make sense. Then it wasn't signed and sealed. Something ain't making sense. Ain't no way you sign and seal something and then after the fact you work out the money. Like, you get what I'm saying? So when he just switched up the money, like I'm trying to understand. I can't see that being the situation, bro. That don't make sense. Don't make sense, bro. That's all. I had to say it. It needed to be said. It sound crazy. That's both things can't be true. You get what I'm saying? Like, if he was able to change the amount of money or switch the offer, then You obviously didn't have it signed and sealed. So that's all I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? I'm using his words directly. It wasn't signed and sealed if that was the case. But, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I don't care about the duck narrative, bro. I just want to see fights. And when it's all said and done, he know all the ins and outs of his business, right? It's his career to run. He's entitled to not take a fight if he so chooses. So now you as a fight fan, you got to deal with it. I can't make him sign a contract and want to fight Devin Haney. I can't make him say that the money is cool. All that all could be true. It could maybe they switched up on him and reneged. Cool, right? I'm not even tripping. But I think let me just get to the core of everything. When it's all said and done, y'all, the reason that we didn't get this fight is not because of Devin Haney. So the guy that people said got his ass beat 420 against Ryan, cheating ass Ryan, right? The guy that people said looked bad May 2nd, the Fatal Fury card when all he did was run around for 12 rounds with Ramirez. Yeah, that same guy, he's not the blame for why the fight is not happening. I'm not big on framing guys to be ducks. I could care less. But I just wanted to be understood. After that, after all of this is said, it's clearly not Devin Haney's fault. Can't say Devin Haney's not with the smoke. You can't say he didn't want to fight. He moved on because he ain't had no choice. T.O. don't want it. He cited his reasons. As fans, we could choose whether we respect the reasons or not. For me, I take it with a bit of a grain of salt because it's starting to look like a pattern, like I said. Subriel Matias, he had a convenient, cute-ass excuse. Devin Haney, he's doing the same thing here. In my estimation, that's what I see. And he just not making fights, in my opinion, that I think are winnable and are good fights for him. So that's all. I ain't trashing the man, but I just think he moves very weird. And maybe he got a plan. Maybe there's a bigger plan. I don't know his plans. Maybe it's all going to work out in the end. But like I said, it's multiple times where he's done this. Now, to my count, it's at least 3 times he's done this. Not taking a fight that people would prefer, the masses or the majority would prefer. And this case is getting worse because he don't even have a backup plan. I don't think so. That's why you see him putting a damn PBC hat on. Now he's trying to, I don't know, kind of trying to get people to think about August 16th, the date that he said no to with Haney. Like, I don't get it. John BX, appreciate the love, homie. Say you're 1,000% correct. They could not change the money in a signed sale contract. He thinks we all dumbass fangirls. You could just say anything. Thank you, bro. That's all I was saying. I'm not trying to overlook. I'm just trying to learn, understand. That just didn't make a lot of sense. I'm like, bro, which one is it? And I don't want to hear, he was hypothetically speaking. You got to be very clear because remember, he said, I think I'm gonna put this out here for the first time or whatever. So he was really giving us his detailed explanation as to why he didn't take the fight. He started off by saying, it's not that I don't want to fight him. And I get it. He said, I'm a man of principle. They told me one thing, and then it's something different. I'm never going to rock with that. I don't care what fighter it is. I don't care if I don't like how he moved. That, to me, would just seem crazy. But the fact that he said it was signed already, kind of eliminated that for me. It's like, so now they switching up on you. It's like, all right, bro. And then the last time, before this, the interview before this, shout out to Punch Drunk. He was up there. He said he's not selling his soul for $11 million. Today is he not going to tell us how much money because it's none of our business. See what I'm saying? So it's like, huh? We're not asking for you to tell us your purse. We don't care. We don't give a damn. But we would just like to know for real, why you ain't take the fight. And from his point of view, he's saying the money wasn't right. That's all. So it went from selling his soul to the money ain't right. So whatever. Yo, just be saying shit. Man, just be saying shit, B. I swear he do. But look, I think still a lot of talent left in the man. He's still young. He only 27 years old. I don't know what he want to do though. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at. I would like to see him be in some meaningful fights. And again, especially with the way he talk, you would like to see him get in there with 1 or 2 of those guys. You get what I'm saying? Get in there with 1 or 2 of those guys at least and fight. BX, man, my guy. I don't like T.O., but that dude will fight. Nah, man. Hey, Juan, if you listening, bro, you listening, just listen closely. Listen closely. This is just for you, bro, because I like to build with people. I want you to be on the same page, yo. Listen to me closely, Juan. I don't know T.O. personally not to like him, right? That's for me. What I don't like about T.O. is the lack of accountability when he go off the rails, those rants and stuff, not holding himself accountable, the unprovoked, like unnecessary shit, the disrespectful stuff. We all know what that is. We don't got to rehash it. I don't like that stuff, but I like when he was doing the flips in the ring, the corny dances was funny, the Heisman jerseys was funny. He was standing on business. That was great. He just showed you what he could do May 2nd. And I think he got even more than that. So absolutely, he's a true talent. What I don't like is the foolishness. But look, he still got to learn as a growing man, right? A young man, 27 he is, figuring it out. You know what I mean, Samuel, what it do, homie? Whole lot of goofballs too. Yeah, I don't think he that talented. Bob just moved him right since Can. Yeah, I think he got some substance behind him, but I think he could do better if he added to his camp. Like, it's no telling what Canelo, what kind of I don't know, gain he could have got from just the expertise. I don't know, the knowledge, right? You know what I mean? Canelo got a lot of gain, but it's like he ruined that situation, right? And Canelo kicked him up out of camp. You get what I'm saying? So it's just so many situations where you see things could be better than what they is for him. I really believe that. And he just got to move in a way that would allow it to be such. That's all. You know what I mean? Stop getting in your own way. Make these fights, bro. Stop being silly on the sideline. You get me? Stop being silly, bro. That's where I'm at. I want to see the fights. I mean, much as I hate the way he be moving, I still separate that shit from a fight. I still want to see a good fight. I want to see how good he is. I want to see if he could beat the Devin Haneys of the world. I would have liked to see him fight a Subriel Matias. You know what I'm saying? I think Kenneth Sims fight would have been very interesting had he chosen that guy. Like, it's just a number of different opportunities. And again, I'm not taking the punches. Let me be clear. I'm not taking the punches. So he can choose what he wants. But you can't keep screaming how you the takeover and barking, I'm the takeover this, and I'll fight any of these guys. Your father, my son, none of these guys is this. He's too fast. He's too strong. He's this, he's that. And then it's like, oh, okay. Subriel Matias, pay-per-view, biggest payday to date. Nah, that ain't good enough. Okay, cool. You and Devin Haney got history going back and forth. Devin Haney ain't look his best. He looked like you should be wanting to fight him. You look better than he did. You performed the best on the card. They kind of throw you the alley-oop for you to make the fight right there. And you telling the boxing world, you getting jobbed because they putting Devin Haney in front of you. Hey, yo, you can't make this shit up, yo. This man, I'm starting to feel like I got jobbed, Was the boots thing ever real? He sound like he sound like a hurt dude that's hurt, asking the girl. So what are we? Was it even real? Was the boots fight ever even real? Or was you just trying to set me up with Haney? Like, that's what he sound like. Hold on. Oh, man.
His face against. That was fight 2. That was signed and sealed with X amount of dollars that I will not express here. There's none of your damn business.
Watch.
When we came to fight 2, they Sella and Riyadh and all this said we're not gonna pay you what we agreed on for August. So there you have it. And the fact that they publicly announced the fight before I even signed the damn deal. Like, couldn't they just wait? I felt like part of me feels like I got kind of like jobbed in the sense of like was the Boots fight even something that was happening or not? Was it or not?
Was the Boots fight even real or not? Was I ever fighting Gerard Ennis Boots? Was I ever fighting Gerard Ennis Boots or nah? Or were you just trying to make me fight Devin Haney Dream? You know what I'm saying?
You know, man. Or was this all a scheme to just put Haney in front of me because, you know, Haney's and Garcia messed up the bags for a rematch? I was the only one that performed and executed.
What the hell do that got to do with it, bro? Like, Devin Haney won. Brian essentially fumbled the bag successfully because he lost. He lost. You could say Devin Haney ain't look good. You could say you didn't like it, but he won. He didn't lose many rounds, if any, at all, right? Shit was damn near a wash. So you could say it was boring, it was dull, cool, okay, but he won. So it wasn't him that messed up the bag. Like, that's not a good enough reason not to fight that man, in my opinion, anyway. Like, you get me? That's all I'm be saying. Yo, these excuses be sounding wild from a guy that's saying he the takeover, that's saying, yo, I'll fight any and all of these dudes. But what kind of situation do you need? Like, that's what, because I'm always trying to understand. I got my criticisms, but I still leave room to understand where he's coming from. I would like to understand, what is it? I don't want to know nothing about his money, nothing personal, but what is it do he think is missing that would get that fight over the hump? Because I'm all about seeing fights. It's easy to come up here, he ducking. That's corny. I would like to know, just for conversation purposes and just to really know about why this fight, what do you need for this fight to happen? Like, what would put the fight over the hump for you? You get what I'm saying? What's missing from the deal? Is it simply money? Because it sounded like in this clip it was money. You get what I'm saying? But then it seemed like you got some concern whether or not Boots was actually a thing. Why do it even matter? It's like they still got to fight for you. So it's like you got options. One option is really not available because he probably not even interested in you, more than likely. But the other guy on the other side that you really got history with is interested. That's why I don't get it. I would think, man, bro, you're not going to be breathing down my back talking about fighting me after having a performance where you don't look your best. I'm beating your ass in the next fight. So maybe, again, I'm not the fighter. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I'm not in Teal's position, but that's how I would think. If you the takeover, right? If you the takeover, all right, cool. I get it. You called out Boots. Let's say you really wanted that fight. Okay, Boots didn't want to entertain it. Now you the takeover. You got this guy barking at you that you really got history with. Why not fight him? And then you talking, and then he calling you out after not looking his best. The nerve of him. I'll treat his ass. This is the perfect example. This is a perfect opportunity, should I say, to make an example out of him. And nobody could complain. Can't nobody say you picking on him. We can't say you cherry pick Devin. Devin Haney is clearly like, bro, I will fight him. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's like, bro, I would expect the energy to be like, you know what? I'm going to beat his ass. I'm going to beat his ass. I'm going to give him exactly what he wants. His father keep talking. Okay, yeah. I'm going to beat his ass. That shit you did with Ramirez, that's not enough. You're not going to beat me with that. Like, and then you got an opportunity to show people. So I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. But if you the takeover, bro, that's how I think you should be moving. Fight guys that want to fight you, right? I respect the Boots call out if it's genuine, right? But I also respect you looking at the dude across from you that's raising his hand, damn near jumping up and down at this point. Fight that guy too. That's all I'm saying. Like, and I'll leave room for this. I'll leave room for this, y'all. I don't know his end game. I don't know all his plans, right? I just speaking on the ones that I know of. Maybe he has something better lined up, but it doesn't seem like it, right? So maybe I'm being impatient with Teo. Maybe he got something better lined up than the Devin Haney fight, but I just can't imagine that being the case. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, man. That's where I'm at with him. That's where I'm at with Teo. Clagging in the bush for sacrifice. Teo really don't want nothing to do with liquor. I'm telling you. They don't want it. So, I mean, you know, when I think of how he's moving and some of the things that he said in the past, like, you know, he's beat these guys. He's beat the best in the world. What have these other guys done? I should be able to pick the fights that I want. I should be able to move how I want. Something to that effect. That's what he was saying. And then when you see how he goes about things now, that's pretty much what he doing, right? The way he treating his career is like, all right, if it's an opportunity that I'm cool with, I'll take it. If not, then I'm gonna be like, nah. And look, to a degree, I respect it, but it just don't. It's not in line with what you say you aim and improve as a fighter. That doesn't allow moving the way he do. Doesn't allow him to accomplish the things that he's saying he set out to accomplish. More history, more titles, shit like that. You know what I mean? Beating more guys, trying to beat a pound for pound, all that shit. Moving like this don't put you in that direction. You get what I'm saying? It don't push you in that direction. It's like actually taking you the other way. Or at best, you at a standstill. Like the moves that you make don't necessarily move you forward. Our Barboza was a good win, but ain't nobody like screaming that you beat him, right? There was no real shock there, no shock value. But fighting a Devin Haney, even with him not being his best, if you're the first one to put an L on his record with no PDs involved, that says something about you that nobody else can say. Ryan Garcia cannot say he did that, and that's another thing I'm looking at. So when you think about Teofimo and some of the names he fought, some of the shit he say he trying to achieve, legacy, that'd be a good name on your resume. That's another thing. It'd be a really good name on your resume. More notable name than a Matias, right? Definitely a Barboza, Steve Claggett, Jermaine Ortiz, you name them. It's just so many people. A Devin Haney name would be better. That win would be better than a lot of those wins on your resume. A lot of them. So that's how I'm looking at it. And again, he's the fighter. I don't know what's in his head. Maybe he don't see it that way. Maybe I'm just talking shit. But you can't beat a takeover each time you get a good opportunity, seemingly, and you create some type of dysfunction that it seems like it's not even there. That's what I'm saying. So it is what it is, man. I guess at the end of the day, we just gonna have to move on and see exactly what he got planned. Like I said, maybe he got a bigger plan, but I can't possibly see it. Not moving the way he's doing. Remind me when he became box office. This dude, man. Yeah, right. So we'll see. But as far as the PBC talks, I think and me personally, I feel like it's a rumor and I don't see him doing that. I think the competition to be different over there, like I said, and for me, I can't figure out why they would be looking to do that if you got a guy like Tank. I mean, if you want to make a fight, could you just do a cross promotion fight at best, right? If you needed to, instead of trying to sign him, right? And why would you be looking to sign him if you just told a fighter recently that you didn't have the fights for him? I don't know what's changed since then, but would you have those more fights for Teo? I can't see it. I can't see it being the case. I can't, so. Said Turkey Al-Sheikh gave him a take it or leave it, man. Turk said, look, take it or leave it. I mean, giving you no more bread. It's over with. It's over. He called him the Sundance Kid. Give him something a little more absolute. Man, she don't want nothing over there on that side. I mean, that's what it seemed like. But look, he got time. He got time to prove me wrong. I'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out, though. Let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep rolling. Man, so I was on Twitter, or AKA X, or X AKA Twitter, however you call it, and I seen 40 mil Bill. I seen 40 mil Bill and Tank getting into a little verbal back and forth. I said, man, Bill always interjecting, bro. He just bothering Tank, huh? Tank got a fight coming up, man. I'm interested to see who gonna make those adjustments for August. But this is just, I guess, the show, some of the show before the show. 40 mil Bill, back, just going back and forth with Tank. It's nothing new. Tank say he done helped a lot of weird ass ninjas. And I guess the post that he was referring to, was it Hitchens? Hitchens with this this little smoke video, man, that we all seen.
They on fire. 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 Ooh. Ready? Good. Let's go. Here we go.
Man, shout out to Hitchens, man, who would be defending his title coming up against George Kambosos, man. But look, man, I don't know. I just see it because I know it catch people attention, and they started going in on each other a little bit. I don't know what his deal is with Hitchens. I don't really care. It's probably something personal that's for them to sort out. But you know, Tank just be mad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done heard from people that know him better than I do. He just be mad, bro. Bro, his ass be mad. You know what I'm saying? He be mad. That's all. I don't know why he be mad, but he be mad. But he said what he said. Bill said that's crazy because I heard some real ones helped you and you did some weird-ish. And then he said, coming from a weird-ass cokehead. And then he said, you little crack baby. If you don't knock it off, you talking about your daddy, not me. Bill always coming for somebody pops. Shout out to him and Tank though, man. They crazy. They ain't never liked each other too much. He just responded to Bill again. Aisha, damn. I'm gonna go pull it up, man. But we gonna pull some boxing out of all of this little sidebar drama because I mean, look, people know he got a fight coming up, but it's nothing new to see them go at it on Twitter. I don't think they care for each other too much. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's hate, but clearly they don't care too much for each other. That's what's up. So, I mean, they both took shots at each other. Teal signed and honored his contract, $11 million for boots, or a fighter at that level. You expect him to settle for half of that? I mean, do I expect him to settle for half of it? No, I don't. But I do expect him to be consistent with the information that he put out, especially if he's trying to convey a message and get a message out to the people. You don't tell the people that a fight went from signed and sealed to them mixing the money up. That doesn't make sense. You got a signed contract. Exactly. If he honoring his contract, then what changed? If it was signed already, you would think that the money was discussed. So you telling me you signing for fights, but not discussing the money, and then after the fact you're gonna discuss the money and they can just switch it up? That don't even sound like somebody doing business that way. So either he had one fight signed and sealed and he went through with that, which was Arnold Barboza, and then when they came to this August fight, they went from, maybe they could have said, we went from paying you this to that. That could have happened, right? But he just said something was signed and sealed. You got to think of the terminology, bro. You can't say certain stuff. I'm not an idiot. You can't tell me something went from signed and sealed to, oh, now it's different. Don't go like that. Like, would they scrap the contract and just wrote up another one? Like, it don't make sense to me. So, no, I don't expect him to fight for less than half of that. I respect any man that stand on business and principle, right? But he just be all over the place and the things that he say don't add up. That's why I'm able to question it a bit. And more importantly, I just want to see the fights. If you see with him, it's starting to build a bit of a pattern where you have an opportunity to fight somebody more meaningful. He don't fight him. He might choose a lesser guy. Then he get an opportunity to fight a guy that we might deem dangerous on paper. He'll make an excuse not to fight that guy. And you got a Devin Haney, who people could say has seen better days, to put it mildly, right? And you don't fight that guy. And now it's money. It's money. It was money. It's money this time. The last time it was 11 million. You're not going to sell your soul. And it's like he was saying that they was going to set him up and that the Haney's are Turkey's boy and all this weird shit. So you got to really take into consideration, bro, all the different things that he put out there and really assess them. And it sound like a guy that be looking for reasons to get in his way. I don't know why. Do I think he's scared of Haney? No. He's a damn fighter. No. But I don't know what it is that makes him a bit hesitant, because it's just always a convenient excuse. Like now they're doing you dirty after you just fought on the turkey card and you said you was doing good since then, right? You know what I mean? Since winning your fight and looking the best and all this stuff. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I mean, some of this, if this is the case, he would have himself to blame, I would think, because he was up there calling the man dictators and shit like that for no reason. So sometimes you reap what you sow, man. I don't know what the ins and the outs was of their business, but again, if a man is gonna come online and tell me something went from signed and sealed to now they're not paying me, it just don't make sense. So it must was a signed and sealed. You know what I mean? And that's just where I'm at. So both things ain't true to me. He signed. He said it had it in his hand. I don't know where you've been at, Cut Creator, but you know, I think I still got the video. I could play it again if you need to hear it, or somebody in the chat could fill you in where he said it was signed and sealed, and then he all of a sudden it's like now they went from Riyadh season and Seller. Somebody told him they're not gonna pay him what they said they was gonna pay him initially. So he said, "There you go. That's the reason I'm not fighting Devin Haney." So I don't know, man. I don't know, you know. But listen, I'll say this to kind of kill it. You can view the information and take it for how you want. I'm just here to present it. I give my take on it and keep it moving. I heard what he said clearly, and I heard what else he said after that, and it just don't line up. Like I said before, he went from $11 million to like not selling his soul to they gonna set me up. He had that type of energy. I just want people to take into account all the different things that he's saying. But mind you, this is a guy that decided to go left on Turkey for whatever reason that he seen fit, right? So that's all. Just take all things into account. I'm not here to notice. I ain't got to bash him to make my point. He's just not a guy that's standing on the business right now. Tank get on my nerves, yo. This man is a fool, bro. Did he say the bill? Hold on, I got y'all. Let me pull this up. Yeah, you feel me? Shout out to Cut Creator, man. So, and I like the dude, right? But I mean, I like to see him fight. Should I say that? I can't say I like him. I wouldn't mind seeing a Haney fight. I don't know what else he gonna do though. I can't even guess somebody else that he will fight if it ain't Haney. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me, for right now, I just can't see who he would be looking to get in the ring with. But like I said, maybe he got a plan. You know what I'm saying? He might have a plan. We'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised, bro. But yeah, 40 mil bill and Tank going at it again, and it seems right on par because he got a fight on the way. They already fought. You know, they still speaking about how they, you know, him and Devin could fight or something like that. I doubt it. I don't see that fight ever happening. I think that window been passed. It's long gone, man. Long gone. That fight ain't ever happening to me. Give me a second, y'all. Let me pull this picture up. Tank always going off, bro. I mean, damn 40 mil bill, man. All right, let me get this up. Oh, shit, that ain't it. That ain't what I wanted. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. 40 mil bill. Stretched out boxing was good with it, bro. Still can't afford to lose to the Haneys. I mean, but listen, we could talk about it a little bit, man. I mean, after trashing him and talking about him so much, I mean, it wouldn't be the best thing in the world to lose to him, I tell you that. And I think he knows that. Look, for whatever reason, he don't make me feel like he just comfortable and confident. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's style, too much movement. Maybe he don't want to deal with it. I don't think he's scared, but ego-wise, pride, I think Haney is one of the last people he want to lose to. In my opinion, I just don't see it. That's not a person he want to beat him, Devin Haney. I mean, imagine talking crazy for years and trolling and doing all that different stuff, and your dad talking about how much better you are than somebody, and then you actually fight the guy and he beat you. Imagine you trashing his style and how he fight and how he look, and then he get in there and use that same very same style and beat you. You know what I'm saying? He just, part of me feel like he don't want that, and he don't even want to give it a chance for it to happen. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think. But, or maybe he just, like I said, maybe he got a master plan. He waited Barbosa out, right? He waited his time and just fought him when it made sense. What Bill say? The key to the fight game when you learn it from TBE. And then he said, 54 years old around this time with a fucking mohawk. LOL. Wasn't you just shitting on Buddy? He said, take that out your mouth. He's not spinning back around to save you. Tank cold-blooded. He ain't beat. So I just stretched out by Tank. Must be getting ready for camp. He's on Twitter. You already know. You know stretched out boxer. You know it. Tank got Twitter fingers because he bored, right? He said that's where he be in camp. So I mean, August would be here. At least he locking in now. But then he went in on Bill. Said he ain't spinning back around to save y'all. Yeah, man, they always going at it, bro. It's funny, man. But yeah, like I said, Bill just doing what he normally do, antagonizing, pissing people off. He always picking with Tank. It's just something he do, bro. Just seemed like he enjoyed bothering or picking with Tank, going back and forth with him. Like, that's what it seemed like to me, man. But I just wish that they had a fight lined up, man. I mean, I don't know who they gonna fight either. That's the interesting thing. I wonder who Devin Haney gonna look to fight next. Now that you just kind of gotta look past this Theo fight. Rather possibly knocked out by Boots. I'm telling you, Von D, yeah. Cause it's one of them things, like, it's weird, but it's not a safe loss, right? Because it's a more risky fight. But I think from an ego and pride standpoint, it could be looked at as different because of how people look at Boots. People look at Boots like this dangerous ass fighter, right? A lot of people would expect Boots to handle him, and he playing with that, right? Kind of house money because it's a fight he almost expected to lose, right? And he get in there and fight. Say if he don't get completely embarrassed, say if he do lose, it go to decision, anything, he get moral victories. Or if he get slept, knocked out or something, he can say, yo, he dared to be great as Boots. He tried to move up and all this different stuff. That's what I really believe. But it's a lot less breathing room for those excuses if you fighting a guy like Devin Haney. And some of that is because the things that you put out about him. You said all of this different stuff, and you should be able to beat him. Now, imagine that you get in the ring with him, and you don't. So, I think fighters are very prideful. I think, with T.O., he's shown you over the years that he did got an inflated ego. You know what I'm saying? And losing a fight to Devin Haney, one of those fighters, keep the black fighters that he was talking about, that shit, it hurt, man. I'm telling you. It'll hurt. That's what I'm saying, Von D. And I think he knows that. You get what I'm saying? The fallout, it just won't be the same. Because we like, yo, it's Boots. It's like, all right, you move right up to 147 and fought Boots. Like, who can knock you for that? But I just don't believe that that's something that was going to happen, man, ever. Like, this always seemed like a pipe dream. It's too many smoke and mirrors, too many games for him, man, for him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's smart at picking guys that he don't want to fight him, that we respect, like the boxing public. So, yeah, if I can sit there, I'll call these guys out. And when they don't fight me, I can say, look, I was trying to fight him. I was trying to fight this guy. You get what I'm saying? And you, in a weird way, you get credit for shit that never was really likely to happen. And I could see right through it. I'm sorry. Like, I know there's that small, like, window where people like, well, why don't they call his bluff? And I get that. But it's like, Boxing ain't about sitting around trying to call somebody bluff. It's either you want to do that business with them or you don't. If you don't, then you don't. You don't go into it like, well, I'm going to just do it just to call his bluff. Nah, if you don't want to fight him, then you don't want to fight him. And I never heard Boots say nowhere that he'd fight him. So I don't know why he felt so strongly that it was happening. Even if they told him they was going to get him Boots, you can't be 100% sure on that if the fighter himself is not, you know, too high on the opportunity. He didn't care. Never sounded like Boots had you in his sights, like ever. So, you know, you got all these videos that Boots duck, or why is he avoiding them? And does Teo know something we don't? Nah, man. But he knows something some of y'all don't know, that y'all can't see through the fog and the smoke and mirrors. Like, you don't find it the slightest bit strange that the people that he's talking about fighting the most are the ones that's least likely to happen if you just look at the grand scheme of everything? Get what I'm saying? Why is it that Boots got to be – why is it Boots or bust at 47? If you truly looking to go up there and be at 47, why don't you go up there? Why don't you go up there and fight anybody, any quality guy up there and make your career up there? But I don't believe it. So you telling me you're not going to vacate the title or nothing like that. You're going to keep the title at 140, but you're going to go up and fight Boots and then do what? Go back down? You get the hell out of here, man. Like, it's so much to unpack with the way he want people to believe, but I can't fall for that. I just don't think that way. I don't think so. It just don't line up. It's not on par with what he's shown us so far. So, I mean, maybe, I don't know, man. A strange way, him being in his own way is going to be right what he need, man. Man, it's feeling like we keep taking this girl his belts. Ain't no greatness by way of shit talking. Nope. That's the trick, Teal, trying to get off. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let me call this guy out. Felix, what's good, homie? He said, Teal, ducking the races. Yeah, man, look, he definitely put out that energy that make you question him. For sure, but as far as the duck, right? I just look at him as he getting in his way when it's time to prove, when it's time to you know, put up or shut up. You end up getting out the way, ducking, dodging somewhere. I can't go for that. No, can't do that. Oh man. Well, shout out to 40 mil Bill and Tank, man. This is nothing new between these two, man. It's just unfortunate that the two can't get in there. And when I say the two, I mean Haney and Tank. I just don't ever see it. But, man, on to the next, man. He went in on 40 mil. Called 40 mil Bill a cokehead. Why they be talking to Bill like they crazy, man? 40 mil Bill, good with me, man. Where is he at?
I'm gonna come on over and mess with you. You dig what I'm saying? Now, right now.
That's why Tank said that. Somebody sent me that. I knew they was gonna have something for you. Y'all fast. The internet is fast, man. Y'all fast, man. I rock with Bill. I don't know what his personal situation is, but him and Tank always go at it. I think that's just a part of that's stupid. I ain't messing with y'all, bro. Somebody said that's it. Y'all crazy.
I'm gonna come on over and mess with you. You dig what I'm saying? Now, right now.
That's a wild 8 seconds. I ain't gonna lie. Just crazy. You can't come on the internet like that. They stupid, bro. Your camera gotta be off and shit like that, because the internet is ridiculous. They fast with it too, but like I said, I always try to make it back to boxing, because what they got going on is just Bill always troll Tank, say something to Tank, go personal. I don't really like to deep dive into it, like what they're talking about with each other. It's just it's like that competitive thing. It's like Tank is that guy that he always gonna say his son is better than and he'll beat, but the fight just probably don't come to fruition, right? And I don't know what it is that make Bill just pick with Tank. He like messing with him. I low key, y'all might not think so, but I think he liked Tank. I really do. I think as a part of him, like there's no way, like he liked the talent, something he liked bothering him. I really don't think he disliked him at all. I really don't. I just think he liked picking with him, and however it go, it go. But I really think like he can't exist without bothering Tank at some point, bro. He gonna always mess with him, and that it kind of make it funny to me because they always gonna go at it. It's like Tank is like unofficial son, and I ain't saying that's his pops for real, but it's like they got a funny relationship. Like he always go in on Bill like this old head, right? But there's got to be some respect there. Bill respect real, man. You got your son in the fight game, and you know Tank is a bad man, so you definitely respect that. But anytime you see an opportunity to go at him or pick with him, you're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan, what's good with it, fam? GM, he said, champions breakfast. Yeah, I'm stupid, man. Bill's drug user now. 80s pimping. Bill probably had a long pinky finger. Damn, you did? Yeah, feel me? Yeah, he struck a nerve. Tank always talking shit to him, but he said TBE ain't spinning the block to save y'all, man. Nah, it ain't happening. But it's funny, man. And that's the same thing even with Floyd. Like, you can't really hate Floyd, man. I just think Bill takes advantage of the moment, bro. He gonna make it. Like, if it's an opportunity for a moment, he gonna have it. He gonna have fun with it, bro. Now, some of that stuff be funny. I hate the personal shit, but he can be funny sometimes because I seen him come online. I seen him roast fans and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? He could be funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to me. But like I said, him and Tank got that relationship where they just like always like gonna go at each other. That's why just think about a press conference, yo. If him and Tank, you know, Tank and Dev was fighting though, the press conference would be lit. The shit they would talk would be crazy. Press conference with Tank and Devin, man. It's unfortunate that shit just don't look like it's in the cards at all. But man, that'd be a hell of a build up, man. That'd be a fun build up. They'd be talking some shit, especially. And just think about it: the sparring footage would come back up all over again. You get what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of trash talk going back and forth. Man, it'd be fun, man. It'd be something fun, man. Yeah, he definitely respect him, bro. He just like messing with him. It seemed like he like picking with him, and he know how to create those moments for better or for worse. Like, I listen to what he said. He don't care if you talking good or bad about him. So he with all of it, right? He for it all. He accept it all, and I think I can respect that. Like, he cool with it. Anytime for a moment, he gonna create one. Tank say something, he ain't even bothering him. He come on Tank post just bothering no reason. Tank told him he had a mohawk. What he say? He had a mohawk or some other shit going on. So he's sitting around with a mohawk, 50 years old, around his time with a mohawk. They crazy. They gonna be beefing for eternity, going back and forth, bro. Man, that's funny. Mohawk at 54 years old. Yeah, he always talking shit, yo. Tank little angry ass, but I can't wait till August, man. Now I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see the fight, you know. Yeah, I'm telling you, hey, LaMarcus, he was all over it, bro. He said he still wears skinny jeans, black TV, unlocked. What it do, homie? Y'all hit the like button, man. Sub to the channel. Let's keep building, man. We gonna keep building. The adventures of Trill, 40 mil, Trill Bill, and Gervonta Tank Davis. We gonna keep rocking. Tank said, ain't even Devin he mad at his Bill who'll be running his mouth. That's why I told you it don't even be like that, bro. And when Tank seen Devin Haney in real life, what did he do? He went over there and leaned on his car and was annoying. Of course you don't do nothing where you crash out, but he just annoying. It's like a love-hate, yo. It's like, you get what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's funny. These boxers be funny as hell, bro. How they don't like each other be funny. He's 54 back then. So, Aisha over there ain't no good. He said he was 54 back then with a mohawk too. Man, yo, you gotta love you. This the stuff I laugh at. I'm sorry I put it out there. I'm not gonna be mad getting into their personal spat. I just think it's funny how they be going at each other out of nowhere. It'll just come out of left field, yo. Yeah, you know, you'll just wake up one day and see it post. Say something, here go Bill. That man is funny, man. He's a funny dude, bro. Bill's a funny guy, man. Bill's a funny guy. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. I got a clip being that we talking about Devin something I wanted to play.
Devin crashed out and he swung on a kid at a carnival. Keyshawn was in a squabble and hit a girl in the back of the head and didn't make a fall. So a lot of these boxers go through things, but I just feel like the series of events that led up to Keyshawn crashing out, it might be that snack shit. He might be roid raging, losing his belt on the scale, you know, then he throwing popcorn and hot dogs and shit all in his mouth.
There was no hot dogs, first of all.
I thought he had a hot dog in the other hand. I don't know. That man probably was high too. Like, who knows? That nigga probably smoked a blunt and came back out like, fuck it. You know, weed make you say fuck it sometimes. A lot of boxers crash out and go through things and they start.
Wait, who you said was the girl that didn't drop her? You terrible.
The court Stevenson. Punched a Mexican girl in the back of the head. She turned around, thought it was a fly or something that just flew on the back of the head. Devin punched that kid at the carnival, missed the jab at the carnival, and he did something that was crazy too.
Man, he all strays all over the place, man. That's a lot to unpack, man, but we gonna unpack it. Hey, look, man, shout out to Ness in the Boxing Voice. They be having some interesting callers, but them callers be wilding, bro. First off, you know what I'm saying? Bro wasn't trying to hit the chick in the back of the head to have you know. That just it just happened like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, nonetheless, he straightened up. You ain't make no mistake like that since then. But, you know, Devin Haney had this little situation, right? And, you know, Keyshawn had this situation over the weekend. But, yeah, they blamed it on Snack, right? Like, it's crazy how they made it. He said roid rage, bro. I got to make a short video. I have to. Got to make a short video on that one. This dude accused Keyshawn Davis of roid rage, bro. Roid rage is crazy. Then he said he probably was high. Weed just make you say F it sometimes. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, y'all, all due respect, I'm in Jersey. It's legal here. You're not breaking no laws if you smoke. That shit don't make you just say F it. Not in that way. You know what I mean? Smoking is the kind of F it you would say. Say if you was pissed off about something and you was thinking about doing some shit that could possibly get you in trouble. If you smoke, you ain't trying to still do that same shit no more. So I'm not trying. I don't know what kind of smoke. I don't know what. Maybe his shit laced, but I don't know what kind of smoking he know about. But it don't do that. And I'm for years. It's never been that way. I've never once smoked in my life and been like, you know what? Let me go do something stupid. It's never. It make you think more rationally. To be honest, at least that's my experience. I can't say I work for everybody, but for most people, nah, bro. You don't smoke and then go do dumb shit after that. It don't. Those two things don't mix. It'll have you thinking about all the shit that could go wrong and you won't do it. So nah, I don't know what he's smoking, but he's smoking the wrong shit. I'm gonna tell you that. I ain't never smoked in my life and said, let me go do something dumb. You could be pissed off, thinking about fighting. You know what I mean? Going down the street, doing something to somebody and go ahead and smoking, man. You'll be feeling different. 20, 30 minutes. You'll be like, you know what? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Reality hit like, and you start saying it ain't worth it. Telling your conscience and everything start kicking in. That shit don't work the way he said it do. But aside from that, again, I get it, bro. People call in shows, they get their opinions, and I respect it, but you got to be really careful with that. Like, people went from snack to roid rage. Like, you gonna say that man is on any type of steroid without, like, what? Bro, what? What the hell? Yo, what the hell? I gotta find, hold on, man. I gotta find this clip for y'all. Yo, and we gonna talk about this. Now, I just think people be overdoing it. Look, what happened this past weekend was so avoidable. The scuffle, the headbutt, the locker room incident, it's all avoidable.
You know what I mean? Tensions probably run high, your emotions, you get the best of you. It's not excusing it. It's explaining what happened. That's what else happened. That's what happened. It ain't got shit to do with no damn roids. Look how he created a hot dog in his hand that was never there. He had a hot dog. He's stuffing popcorn, throwing hot dogs in his mouth. Like, bro, just telling stories. You get what I'm saying? Then he put that smut on the chronic. Don't put that bad juju on the chronic. It don't make you crash out. Because y'all saying he crashed out because he probably was high or it was roid rage is crazy. That's what I'm telling you, yo. I get it. Everybody don't got a channel, so people ain't responsible with the things that they put out. But to just insinuate that with nothing, yo, popcorn ain't even all of that, bro. Like, man, I don't know about y'all. I'm not even gonna get into it, but that ain't no go-to snack when you smoke, man. Popcorn, bro. Nobody want no damn popcorn, but that just was there, bro. I don't know how he got all of that from that incident, and it's probably snack and roid rage. And I'm not, bro. You tripping. You out of control, B. Like you. I think you doing Keyshawn a disservice. Kevin was good with it. He said snack, bro. Yeah, man. He said he was throwing hot dog. He created a hot dog that wasn't there, bro. Hold on, let me get this up, man. Gotta find this video for y'all. Man, let me pull this up for y'all, man. See if y'all remember this when this happened. Yeah, Glizzy generator is wild. AI Glizzy generator. You stupid. Terrence, what's going on, fam? How you feeling? You stupid, man. Yeah, he just created it. He just created a scene that wasn't there. Yes, it was. It do be funny, I ain't gonna lie, but you know me, I love like not putting the jackets on these dudes, and I get it, bro. But it's like the first time a guy have an incident, we like, yeah, man, it had to be steroids. I'm like, bro, what? Damn, y'all gonna do the man like that, yo? Y'all gonna do him like that, man? Top rank might cut Keyshawn. Hey, Jordan, look, I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna see if I could get any information on that. But just to give my opinion real quick and short, those type of things can happen, bro. That is part of the repercussions. Like that. That's always a possibility when you do some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's unnecessary. And then once it involves so many other people, and you know, it's like a compounded situation, right? It's blowing weight. They look at it like, bro, you didn't even try. Very unprofessional, right? That could be one strike, then the headbutt strike. You get what I'm saying? So fight cancellation, strike. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's just a combination of shit. Missing a weight, that's one thing. Then it led to the fight getting canceled. That's 2 strikes. Then the incident, that's strike 3. Like, if you just looking at it from that perspective, so it very well could be, you know what I mean? And I would hate that for him because he got a promising future, man, if he just stayed.
Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury.
If he stay all the way locked in, bro, he got a promising future. So I hope this is a one-off. I hope whatever the Davis clan is doing, the DB3 unit, hope they all like putting a plan together to, you know, just come back stronger, better, smarter, more relaxed, and just more composed, and just more about business the way they've been before this incident. Just get right back to business as usual. And it don't got to be no big ass transformation and none of that. Just tighten up, make better decisions. Know what I mean? Understand situations right better. Be more aware of what's going on and how to avoid shit like that. That's all. So yeah, very nasty. But look, I was talking about this, and I see people keep complaining because I said I seen worse shit, and I'm just keeping it real. Just because I said I've seen something worse in boxing than what they displayed, don't mean I'm cool with what they did. I'm just telling you I'm not about to overreact. So you tell me this right here. You seen the scuffle. You seen not one punch get thrown. Only thing physical we heard about was the headbutt, right? You know what I'm saying? The headbutt, right? But look at this.
You lost 3 times in a row. You lost to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, you lost.
I'm coming there and tell me my
Run, Devin.
Let go. Stand behind me. You wanna fight me?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yo, that one there was a violation,
I
personally.
hate the internet. I gotta get the other version of it. But you see what I'm saying there. He cracked him with, he had a glass bottle in his hand. He had a whole glass bottle and a punch was actually thrown. So I'm not trying to take heat off Keyshawn or like let him off the hook for what he did. When I say I've seen worse shit, that's just what I mean. Simply that. So them dudes still had a career. David Hay punched this man with a bottle in his hand. And he was, he glossed me. He glossed me. You get what I'm saying? Like, he glossed me. So, shit was crazy. You said, what was a chick? Oh, the caller was a chick? Was it? I thought it was a girl. I mean, I thought it was a dude. Connor got smacked with an egg. Yeah, bro. Connor got smacked with an egg. Yo, you get me? You know what I mean? David Hay glassed Derek Chisora, bro. He had a glass bottle in his hand when he hit him. That was crazy. He glassed me. Hold on, I'm gonna get the whole clip. Let me get the other one. Let me get it. So that's all I was meaning, man. Like, we be just overreacting. We like, oh, nah, he needs to take his license, suspend it for 2 years. And like, bro, chill. Derek Chisora and them went through that. Derek Chisora kept fighting. David Hay kept fighting. They ain't take his license. I don't know if he got suspended. I don't remember. I got to look back. But he should, that you know, you wouldn't be surprised if he got suspended after that. He just hit a dude with a bottle in his hand and punched him. It was like double impact. He caught a punch and a glass bottle to the face. He glossed me. Hold on, let me get the right one for y'all, man. I think this is the right video. You know, the internet always remixing. He glossed me. Think you better let it go. People mad Keyshawn never watched my order. I'm telling you. UK Lingo do it every time.
You wanna fight me?
Come on, son. Okay, we know.
He glossed me. He glossed me. You hear me? He glossed me. Like, so you get what I'm saying? Lennox Lewis and what was his name? Hasim Rahman. They tussled on set while getting interviewed, bro. Messed the setup and everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis got into swinging. You know what I mean? Scuffles, swinging. John Jones and Daniel Cormier, they tackled, wrestled each other, messed the stage all up. Like, bro, I'm not saying none of that shit is cool, but I'm not as sensitive to something as minor as a headbutt. It's just the what you have on the line is what makes it's in such bad taste. Just something as simple as that. And when you look at what actually happened, it's something avoidable, and it's not worth the trouble. It's not worth the headache. Get what I'm saying? And that's what he got. That's some shit that just wasn't worth it. So when you think about you got it wasn't just him. You got brothers with you, right? So it look a certain way. It's your hometown. You didn't fight. It's just a number of things that continue to be wrong. That's why it's like that. But when you really look at exactly what happened, nobody got jumped. Nobody got punched. It was just like a headbutt, a little physical. Somebody grabbed on somebody, and not saying it's cool, but that shit is so light when you think about it. It's just the intent. It's a disgusting type of action, right? It's like you shouldn't do shit like that. But come on, man, this is boxing. I done seen so much worse shit. Mayorga slapped Shane Mosley's wife ass, didn't he? She bent over, he slapped her ass. Like, seen all types of wild shit. Like, it just through the years. So I just ain't super sensitive when I seen it, but I still could put it in its proper context. Like, you you don't need to do things like that. That shit is a step all the way in the wrong direction for him. So, you know what I mean? But like I said, it could either define him or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's up to him. So that's up to DB3. He glassed me. Hold on.
You want to fight me?
He glassed me. He glassed me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, him missing weight as well, right? It's just a combination of shit. It just looked like in bad taste. It just looked like you was all on bad timing, right? Bad intentions. No intentions on making it weight. The fight is off. Then you get into it. It's right. That's all, and I get it. But I just seen some stuff that was way worse, right? You know what I'm saying? Not to try to bring it all up. I mean, shit. Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find it too while we talking about it. There's just so many situations because I say this shit because I have people in my where is it at, man? I told them I was gonna put them on the show today too. Be having people that be doing this. You get what I'm saying? You see, they be talking crazy in my comments. Just for me keeping it real. When I say I seen something worse, he take it as me being a fanboy. I'm just telling you what I seen with my eyes, man. I seen a lot worse shit, man. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find this other one. Cool, JC, what it do, man? The fighters you mentioned was going to fight each other. Seen after a fight, family members who not involved in the fight attacked the winner, whom they didn't even fight. Again, let me pull something up, man. Let me pull it up. Let me find it. Where is it at? Is it at? Yeah, I remember where the fighter, what was it? One of the Lee brothers that got jumped outside of the, you know what I mean? By the Devin Haney camp. Wasn't it him? Yeah, one of the Lee brothers that got his ass beat. So my thing is, it's boxing in itself, right? You just seen worse things. Still in all, like I get the point. Like you just wasn't in the fight and it was family members. I get it, but it was a guy. It was the fighter that won and the fighter that blew weight that got into the physical thing, and then it led to the teams kind of getting involved. And they said one of the Albright brothers threw a punched somebody in the face, and that was that. But, you know, like I said, it's all boxing related, and you seen shit worse. Yeah, he chucked a dolly. Like I said, he hurt fighters. He actually hurt people. He chucked a dolly and got people hurt, cut, and all types of shit, broke glass. You get what I'm saying? Am I saying that shit is cool? No. But I'm telling you, real shit, I seen worse stuff. I'm not going to flip out, overreacting. You know what I mean? But the fact that you had people with you and so much riding on a night, it could be a very bad look. And then along with the blowing the weight so bad, that's type of stuff could get you pink slip. It could get you cut. It could. But we'll see, man. We'll see. If Bob comes out and makes any type of statement, right? That's what I want to see. If he's gonna make a statement and how he feel about it. Because that's what mattered the most, how Bob Arum feel. You know what I'm saying? What he gonna say? You know what I mean? Is Bob had enough? Is he pissed? Is he pissed with the youngin? Has he had enough for Keyshawn? But, you know, he ain't been the headache. Think about it. He ain't been the headache that T.O.'s been, though. Shit. I still think T.O. more of a headache. Even with Keyshawn doing that, T.O.'s a damn headache. You get this up. Y'all remember this? I remember this joint. And a few titles on YouTube, they're saying his career is over. Yeah. Jaywalk, what's good with it? Still the spotlight back from Medulla. That's the wrong way to do it, Jay. That's the wrong way. Tay, what's good?
Right after I was done training, like I was just finna finish my workouts, I was exhausted. But it's all good. I'll heal. Ain't nothing like getting jumped for Jesus. Or whatever you want to call that. But you a 300-pound man.
Let's talk fashion. What it do, man?
at least give me a fair fight.
Billy said when the boxer put his foot down. I mean, look, I feel like anything you do, you could be held accountable for it, right? And I don't have an issue with that. You deal with these situations as they come, right? You treat them accordingly, like the punishment should fit the crime type situation, right? I don't think that was like something what you did was the point of no return. Like, check this out. Remember this dude got jumped. They drew blood. They whooped his ass. He's a fighter. His brother's a fighter. I don't remember nobody getting suspended for this. When he got jumped, he said he got jumped by Haney.
The thing is, my God is real, so once you get one of his servants,
not comparing, not trying to compare. I'm just pointing out you've seen stuff.
I'm gonna give y'all an update when I get to the hospital.
Seen worse shit before. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot! Come on! Hey,
That's what it is. You gotta beat it, man.
Move, Shane. Move. What is wrong with you?
I think he was weak.
Don't tell me to chill out, my nigga. I'll sock you your mouth, bro.
Look at him. They had his ass leaking.
Snake me in my face.
I'm trying to talk to you. What is the recording?
She trying to record shit, nigga, so you got poop and you trying to get in her way. What the fuck is you talking about?
FaceTime me.
My bad, bro. I didn't
Stop
know.
talking shit. Man, where my brother at? You saw. Watch out. Where Maurice at?
They done jumped Lee, one of the Lee brothers.
Yeah, they got me. I'll go to Jesus Christ. They said today's some Muslim holiday and jumped on me. It's all good though. We still fighting one day, Devin.
They knocked dude teeth out.
And I'm still going to my brother's funeral tomorrow. All glory to Jesus Christ.
Man, boy, they done hopped that and broke their foot off on buddy, man. They done knocked teeth fronts out, bro. Nose busted him up, lip, everything. They did him filthy. He was one of the last two security guards. That's how far I feel there. Just telling you. And shout out to Jamel Herring, though. He said Devin was nowhere near the incident. He was on the other side as people were trying to pray before Devin trained. Homie was in the ring, being rude while shadow boxing, throwing Jesus' name out to get a reaction. They asked him respectfully to relax. Someone else jumped in to calm him. He took his hand wraps and started squared up with one of the Team Haney members. And well, and that was the rest. Shout out to Jamel Herring for providing some clarity. Jamel Herring said, well, you see the rest. So shout out to Dad, but he wasn't nowhere near. But I'm saying that's a part of boxing. That was his team, right? Somebody in Team Haney. It's just, you see incidents happen, right? And it don't be the end of the world. That's all I'm saying. These incidents only break you if you allow them to define you. If you don't know how to respond to them, right? If you don't know how to get your shit together. If you don't know how to make better decisions. If you stay on BS, then it's going to be what it's going to be. The end well. Yeah. Based on the Carter event, we know Devin was a part of it. Yeah, that Carter, and then that happened, right? That was a situation, right? So I'm just saying, all of these dudes have little situations that happen that, you know, where it's just, you know, I ain't saying it's cool, but, you know, you deal with it accordingly. You know what I mean? That the punishment should fit the crime. And just move on. And if it's a repeated thing, then you deal with it accordingly. That's all. But I've seen a lot of guys make these mistakes and been able to kind of clean their act up. I've seen it. I've seen people make mistakes and continue to make them too. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't at that point just yet. It's still early, so we got to see. Yeah, everybody need ass whooping every now and again, Jordan. Man, ain't nothing wrong with a little fisted cuff, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with a little fisted cuff, man, to get you right, you know. That's what it is, man. I just seen too many things that was worse, man. So just wasn't that big a deal, man. And they out here playing with my boy Key, man. They said he missed weight, and they say he gonna end up like this because he missed weight. The disrespect is at an all-time high. Y'all better get y'all laughs in while y'all can, man. Because the next opponent, I believe, of his is getting their ass beat. I do believe that. He gonna be motivated. Why I'm saying that? Because the last time he made a mistake, you know, he followed that up with really good performances, multiple. So I expect him to do the same. I seen it once before. He could do this shit again if he still care about his career and you know his brand and the DB3 name. Then he gonna get that shit right. That's what I believe because I know you ain't no way you came this far to stop right now. Ain't no way you came this far to just say nah, I'm good. I'm good right here. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You was about to be touching the M's, man. So ain't no way you get me? You work too hard. It's right there for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm rooting for, the success, the comeback story, the get back, redemption. Get yourself back where you need to be, man, because they out here playing with your name. And shout out to Bomac because the internet be very disrespectful to one of the best coaches in the game, man. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Shout out to Bo Measley, man. I rocks with him. Joe Quinn, what it do, man? Key Mac is crazy word. Yeah, I'm Key Mac, bro. I said, damn, I was listening in on the panel. They're like, yeah, Keyshawn is gonna end up like Bomac. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay, that's how y'all feel about shit. Okay. Disrespectful. I'm putting cases on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that Dub, man, we think a lot alike in some areas, man. We like to build on boxing, and I say this all the time. That get back story is way better, and I know it's one coming. And you know what's crazy? It's far left or to the right that people went with this situation, Dub. When he do get it right, it's gonna be a little bit silent. It ain't gonna be as loud as this mistake was. Watch. I believe in the young man. I know he want to do better, right? I just think he had a moment at work, a poor choice, a weakness. That's what you call that shit. Bad decision making. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of people that's he's soft. He a sucker. He this. I get all of that. It's gonna come with it, but he gonna be all right, bro. He gonna be all right. DB3 gonna rise, man. They're gonna rise again. Get them boys back in the ring. Shout out to Juice, man. Kelvin Davis. I want to see him bounce back because I know people they give him the hardest time out of the Davis clan. They keep saying he trash. I ain't going for none of the Davis slander. You know what I mean? He ain't did shit but box. He went out there. He lost the fight. He ain't cry. He dapped his man up. He kept it pushing. Shout out to Night, man. He'll be back too, man. He's still developing. He's still learning. That's what we be forgetting. Everybody learning curve ain't the same. Everybody develop and grow at their own pace. He ran into a guy that was very hungry, committed, and really wanted to win. Had a really good game plan. And he executed very well. He had a plan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Albright. I want to see him again. And I'm telling you, I'm going to keep saying it. Keyshawn, man, your next fight. I'm telling you. Tell Albright what up. You get me? I love it. Nah, you've been saying that, Remo. I know you want to see it. Frank already threw his name in the hat, Remo. He said, man, couldn't even make weight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Frank said he couldn't even make weight. You know what I mean? Come up to 140 and let's get right. You know what I'm saying? Frank already on it. Still, yeah, I'm still rocking with him at McQueen. That's what people don't get. Like, when you say that, they like, so you cool that he did that? No, fool, I ain't saying that. But I'm like, that's not enough to abandon him, man. Like, that ain't enough, bro. That ain't enough. I think if you really rock with him and all of a sudden you don't because of this, that's not enough for me. Like, that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? You can make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But if you show me that this become a regular theme or something that you're going to allow to keep happening, then it's different. Now I can see people like, I can't rock with that. But we all make mistakes, bro. A lot of these fighters going to make them when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? He might make another mistake, just long as it ain't this, though. You got to learn along the way. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're able to learn, you could grow. You can keep moving, bro. Took a hiatus in his career. Yeah, he did, Fabra G's. Most people don't know that about Kelvin, though. They don't even know that, and they don't give him that grace. I brought that up when I be talking about it because it mattered. One thing about boxing, that shit require everything from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to these fighters very clearly. It requires a lot from you. You know what I'm saying? And you taking breaks and years off and months off and all that shit, you ain't going to be exactly the same fighter. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be as far along as you would if you would have just stuck to it for years and years consistently. That's me. What it do? Get me. Keyshawn versus Frank, Teo versus Gary Antoine be great on the card together. Yeah, they would. I just don't. I think it's unfortunate if we don't ever get to see Teo in there with somebody like Gary Antoine. I don't see no reason why that can't happen. I don't see no reason why I can't. No reason why I can't. None. It's a good fight. It's a good fight, man. It's a good fight that did my boy Key Mac crazy, man. But we gonna keep rolling, man. Shout out to Andy Cruz. Shout out to YSM, man. I think it was one of his correspondents. I think it was that interviewed Andy Cruz, man. Andy Cruz had a message for Keyshawn. 619, what it do, homie? And Andy Cruz is a funny guy, bro. This is a damn funny dude, bro. He always smiling and shit. He's silly, man. Andy Cruz is a funny dude, man. I was disappointed because I know he's greater than that. Yeah, that's a fact. He crystallized. I'm telling you, like he can't mature. They like, yo,
Matos, great fight.
Oh, this
Mrs. Wade, 4.5.
They like, that's it. He done he messed up. It's over with. You know what I mean? They crashed out. I'm like, bro, y'all must have forgot. We all got favorite fighters that got situations, bro. That shit happened. You get what I'm saying? And I say that to just be real because they human. So you've seen a human error, man. And now you're going to get to see the get back. And I think that's going to be louder than any mistake that he made thus far. So Gary beat Teo. I think stylistically it give Teo hell, and I think it beat him too. 619, what it do? And it's perfect. No one makes me. You get me? You get what I'm saying? They act like, yo, nah, man, he can't do that. Nah, people watching him. Sometimes you're going to fuck up when people watch you. Nico, how we watch.
3 pounds, and then gets into a brawl in the locker room with Nara Albright. What was your thoughts on both situations?
Talk to him, girl. Andy is funny,
tenía que pelear este sábado, no dio el
Look
peso, tuvo por encima
like a cartoon character.
¿Qué tú piensas de eso y de lo que pasó después en el camerino atrás, lo que él hizo y su hermano?
Creo que ante todo hay que saber ser profesional y respetar tu deporte. Creo que lo que hizo no se lo enseñó a su papá.
You say the first thing that you gotta respect the sport. He got to be more professional, and his dad never teaching that.
Tengo que cuando lo vea tengo que regañarlo.
When he saw him, he gotta like
llamarle la atención.
¿Cómo se dice? He gotta tell him you do wrong shit.
Cuando lo vea le voy a romper. I'm gonna fuck you up, Keyshawn. Yo no te enseñé eso.
I don't teach you that. I'm gonna fuck you up.
He said he's planning on moving to 140 pounds. Everybody wanted to see y'all fight. I know you're not planning on moving up, but would you ever entertain a fight with Keyshawn at 140?
Sabes que se está hablando de que él se va para 140 y eso. No está en tu plan ahora mismo, tú nunca has hablado de eso, pero tú la agarrarías en 140.
Estoy enfocado en lo que puedo hacer ahora, en 135, pero por mucho que corra, no se va a poder esconder de mí.
He say he just really focused right now in 135, but for more that he run, he gonna catch him in the 140. He can hide from him.
Appreciate it, man. Shout out to YSM, man. Andy, a funny guy, man. He said, he eventually will catch Keyshawn at 140 pretty much. He can't run forever. He gonna F him up. He didn't teach him that stuff. And said he think he got too comfortable and things like that with the weight. And you gotta be more professional and all that. And he's saying this, he's saying what everybody know. Like Keyshawn know he messed up. Like you gotta know that. He probably had a plan, but sometimes your plans don't work out and you just gotta learn from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he at. But you know, that was Andy Cruz. That's what Andy had to say. Andy said, "I'm happy you up,
Man, I don't teach you that. I don't teach you that. All right, and lastly, man, I'm gonna get to De Los Santos too, man. He went on Mill City, had a translator, and he was talking about this incident from a few hours ago, a little earlier this morning. He was on there on the live talking. He said Andy Cruz is small 35. I just think he's still in that stage where you can see he's being tweaked a bit, right? His style. And I think Keyshawn is more sure of who he is right now at this point than what Andy Cruz is. And I feel like he's the better pro, more refined at this point. I feel like if they were to fight now, he'd win. I think Andy Cruz is going to keep improving, though, and he'll close that gap to a degree. But we'll see just how good a pro he'll be because he got the tools, too. I see him, you know, he like to be on the front foot a bit more, trying to be more entertaining. He like to try to hurt his guy. But, you know, that comes with a price, too. So I said this before, the shit that Keyshawn do naturally, I feel like he got to work a bit harder at it. Cam J Network, what it do, homie? Like, for instance, just temperament, right? How they approach fights. You know, you see that a guy like, you know, Andy Cruz is being tweaked, right? You see, you know what he used to fight like as an amateur. You seen it, and you see him being like developed into a guy that be on the front foot, more of an offensive guy, and he's still working on that. He ain't mastered that shit yet. You see him coming out of his shell when he's doing that. I think Keyshawn naturally has that temperament where Andy Cruz is a guy that's working on it, and his workings thus far. I mean, he's doing well, man, but to see how good he can be. And he older, so he got to get a move on it. You know what I mean? Many people on Top Ring left. I can sell 10K tickets. That's a fact. Got people. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, though. It is. Shout out to Dan. He said that Shakur is now the main event over Berlinga. And Shiraz, I'm not sure. I'm gonna double check that. I'll find out. But I didn't hear that. J Walk, what it do? Big Tex. Dre Smith, what it do? Cruz stop him from getting gold medal. Yeah, Cruz is a damn good fighter, man. He's a hell of an amateur. Hell of an amateur. 2 gold medals to speak of, man. You can't take nothing from Andy Cruz and his amateur run. Nothing. And he's having a pretty good start to his pro game too. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep rolling, man. Hit that like button for you, boy. We're gonna keep building for a bit. We're gonna hear this shout out to Mill City, man. Let's see what De Los Santos was talking about, man.
I also believe that because you knew that he was out so long and, you know, they haven't had any paydays as of late, that he was going to be desperate just to get that check no matter what. But he got that check anyway, so that's great. Well, he actually mentioned right before everything, he mentioned that it's still in the works.
He hasn't got paid yet.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Call Moreno. They told him they lost a lot of money, so it's like you're losing a lot of money, and then you're saying you got to deal with me later.
That's why Samsung and my.
So look, just so y'all heard that. Again, shout out to Mill City. He said De Los Santos said he wasn't paid his money yet from Top Rank. Said he wasn't paid his money yet. So we're gonna see. Berlanga will be the last fight on July 12th. Carl Shakur will get the A-side privilege on the posters and promotions. Shout out to Dub, man. Always for the info. So y'all heard what De Los Santos said. He has yet to be paid just yet.
I asked because I told that promoter Rice said that he's, you know, they looking into suing, and Samsung, you know, went ahead and he validated that statement on my Twitter. So lo que te iba a decir es que hablamos que no están pagados todavía. Y yo le estaba diciendo que yo en Twitter había puesto la entrevista del promotor Rice, y que había dicho que están que de la demanda es posiblemente que va a pasar algo en una demanda, y que Samsung había dicho que.
And nope, from what he's saying, he didn't get his money yet, and somebody mentioned something about suing, and Samsung kind of, you know, co-signed that thought. So that could be something in play, but it probably won't have to go that far. Probably some things that they sorting out. I don't know, and they'll get the man his money. I'm assuming.
Que posiblemente, que sí.
Was it the weight, or was it that he wasn't trying to pay the weight per pound that you guys wanted?
¿Tú crees que era
rehydration? Was it the rehydration, or was it the weight per pound that he didn't want to pay? That's why the fight didn't happen.
¿Tú crees que era la rehidratación, la causa de eso, o el número de pago por libra que él no quería pagar para hacer la pelea? ¿Cuál de las dos cosas era que tú crees que lo prevenió en...
Oh shit, my bad, man. My bad. Hold on, let me try to... Man, it is crazy. A fighter not getting their money is wild. Hopefully, that's not a permanent situation with him.
I believe that it was both the rehydration clause and the dollar amount that was being negotiated per pound that he didn't want to agree on.
So he's saying the reason the fight didn't happen, he feels like it was the rehydration, and on top of that, he's saying it was the amount per pound that they was trying to agree on that he's saying he didn't want to pay. This is according to De Los Santos. Now, obviously, it's the only side you can go off when it's the only one that's speaking on it. The other side stay quiet, and this is just how it's going to be. It's going to be one-sided, But shout out to Team De Los Santos. Like I said, they said he had a crazy-ass camp, man. If he really came from 190, that's wild. And then dude shrunk down and made weight.
He had a lot of fans out there to go see him. I heard that, everybody was surprised.
Bueno, dice que parece que tenía una patrulla allá de gente listo por ti. Estaba en Virginia, pero parece que la República Dominicana cayó allá. So, que si estaba sorprendido con eso.
No, ¿cómo te digo? Hubieron muchas personas que me escribieron y me decían que iban a para allá, ¿entiendes? Y me sentí en verdad muy bien, muy apoyado, y mucho también fanáticos en Virginia también de ellos mismos. Me enseñaban que estaban apostando a mí. En su teléfono me enseñaban, mira, te tengo esto, aposté a ti. Ya mismo.
He was very surprised. He had a lot of people writing him up, but also at the fight itself, like a lot of people were actually putting money on him for the fight. He was surprised to see that a lot of fans were putting money on him to win the fight.
Do you feel like he couldn't have made the weight, or do you feel like he could have made the weight?
¿Tú piensas que él no podía hacer la de eso, o es que él no quería hacerlo, llegar al peso?
Él estaba entero, él podía hacer peso en realidad, pero él se preparó para querer tener esa ventaja.
He believes he looked very well that he could have done it. He just wanted to do what he needed to get the advantage. And that's what he feels about that.
Si te fijaste en el aspecto físico de él, se veía que él estaba trabajado, pero no para bajar de peso.
Yeah, he says if you look at his physique, he looked like he's worked out, but didn't put the work to cut that weight.
I got a question for him. Ask him what was his biggest weight that he came down from? Because he was big as hell when we sparred him. But it's a discrepancy where people don't know where he walked around at. So let's get it out the horse's mouth himself. What did he walk around at before he lost to get down to 134?
Hay mucho comentario en que se está diciendo del peso en lo que tú caminas, y él le está preguntando cuánto tú pesabas cuando entraste a campamento, porque la última vez que parece que el hijo de él hicieron trabajo, tú te veías grande, él decía. So, él quiere saber en cuánto tú entraste en campamento de libra.
Bueno, cuando para campamento yo entré 1.70.
By the time he got into training camp, he was down to 170.
Okay.
So they said by the time he got to training camp, he was down to 170. So that's even, you would expect it with all the time off and him just sitting around. So I mean, he sacrificed. He damn sure made that weight.
In an interview, Jay Prince said that he most likely 90% will be working with you in the next fight. How true is that?
Weight bully.
What were those conversations like?
Yeah, they gonna let him live because he made the weight, but that's crazy. He was heavy, big as hell, wasn't he?
Like I heard he talked with him, and how was that conversation?
Había una entrevista que se oyó hablando de Jay Prince que habló contigo y que parece que quizás hasta el 90% de posibilidad de que tú y él van a trabajar juntos para la próxima pelea y cómo, y que él habló contigo y cómo fueron esas conversaciones.
Bueno, tuvimos un acercamiento.
190 is wild.
Tuvimos una conversación ahí más o menos, pero ¿sabes? No.
And the fact that he said when they started the camp, he was down to 170. It sounded like he was heavier than that, if I'm not hearing it the wrong way. By the time we got to camp, we was down to 170. Why would he say it like that? That means you was even heavier than that. So he possibly was around close to 190 or something. You know what I'm saying? Facts. It is. You're right, bro. You're right. Me Magazine came out with their statement. They paid that man. He said, why did they quote the article and asked? He said, now he's saying top rating didn't pay him. Well, this good information came out. Oh, so you saying it's something that came out that he said they did pay him? Because he's saying they didn't.
No, nada concreto, ningún detalle, entiende que
nada profundo.
Exacto.
No. They got to meet each other. Really sure the first time they got to meet each other and they had a chit chat, but it was with
Cecil,
open-minded for the future. But there's nothing deep nothing details to be said that's gonna happen anything right now. But so
what does he think is next for him?
¿Qué tú piensas lo próximo para ti?
No sé, en realidad, yo lo que quiero es pelear porque me quedé con la gana.
He doesn't know, but he wants to fight because he was left out of the party. In other words, he wants to get his licks.
How is he now? Like 27, 26?
¿Cuántos años tú tienes ahorita, Edwin?
25.
25? Oh, shit, he a baby. That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, Edwin Young, man. Eddie boy, man. Dub J, what it do? Shout out to Cecil. Hatton used to be cutting 200, cutting weight. That's crazy.
And how was the activity after? I'm pretty sure you guys seen Keyshawn in the hotel. Obviously, he had his altercation with Albright. What does he think about that situation? And that situation.
Bueno,
possibly more. Possibly, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he lost a lot of weight, man.
Viste las actividades después de la pelea en el hotel y entre toda la bulla que pasó entre Keyshawn Davis y Albright, que tú sabes que tuviste de eso. ¿Qué opinas?
Creo que están descontrolados, ¿me entiendes? Se está yendo muy a lo personal, está olvidando de que esto es un deporte.
That's a fact.
Algo en verdad que es vergonzoso, más en tu ciudad, ¿entiendes? Creo que debió haber un respeto hacia Albright y hacia su público, ¿me entiendes? Que son de ellos.
He believes that they're out of control, that it was very embarrassing. Embarrassing, especially in front of his own hometown people, and that there needed to be someone to rein this in, and to at least give that order of what needs to be done, because it was definitely embarrassing.
Do you think that? Does he think that Keyshawn ducked him?
¿Tú crees que que él te evitó a propósito, Keyshawn Davis.
Estaba asustado en realidad.
What he say?
That he was scary for real. He was scary.
Hey, I got a question there on that side.
I mean, listen, as far as that, I could get it. He could say that because he ain't made weight for me. He didn't even try. He was scared. But I just, like I said before, I don't feel like you give an opportunity to somebody that you're scared of. That's silly as hell. You know what I mean? The Butcher, what it do, man? But let's keep going.
No, Dan. Do he think it's because you got to remember, I heard the interview. I sent an email. I heard the interview. My son said that he hit the hardest. So telling my son said him and Tank Davis is the hardest hitter he's ever been in the ring with. And I saw an interview where Shakur Stevenson said the same thing. Shakur Stevenson is very close with Keyshawn. Does he think that, the question is, does he think that the fight with Shakur Stevenson hurt his career because it made people really not want to fight him?
Él estaba hablando que él le mandó una entrevista del hijo de él diciendo de que los dos peleadores que más duros le han pegado con él ha sido Tank Davis y tú. Y también salió que Shakur Stevenson también ha dicho que el más duro que le han pegado a él fuiste tú. So, en ese aspecto, él te quiere preguntar si tú crees que esa fama de ser que pegue tan duro te ha perjudicado posiblemente a ti. En cuestión de ser pelea, ¿verdad? O como ahora, que este tipo te evitó.
Ok, sí. Tú sabes que me gustó cuando Brennan Norman dijo eso, porque la gente está entendiendo en la posición que yo estoy, ¿entiendes? Y no es casualidad de yo tener 16 peleas y tener 14 knockouts, o sea, no es algo ficticio.
Sí.
Creo que más se están llevando de que soy peligroso.
He appreciates that your son came out and said that, Norman Sr., because it's not a coincidence that he only had 16 fights with 14 knockouts. It's because he's got power, and that's just the truth of that.
It's good for people to understand what type of fighter.
No. But the question was, does he think that hurt his career? My son saying that and Shakur saying that, does he think it hurt him?
In the actual fight itself?
Right, it made people afraid to fight him. It made people not want to fight
him. Did it make Keyshawn afraid, you mean?
Right. People in general, ever since he fought Shakur, and Shakur had the performance he had, because we know Shakur can stand in the pocket, catch, roll punches. We know he can do it all, but with De Los Santos, he got the hell on. And then he came back and said that he hit the hardest. So, it got to be some kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say, go ahead.
So, en totalidad, ¿tú crees que con esos comentarios, porque quizás eso se le metió en el oído a él, o en general contra otros peleadores que quizás no quieran pelear contigo?
Tiene miedo de enfrentarse a nadie, ¿entiendes? Yo lo digo por experiencia. A mí me dicen, te vamos a echar con Canelo, vamos a pelear con Canelo. Yo no tengo ¿me entiendes? No tengo problema. Pero para eso está el equipo. La pelea con Keyshawn Davis no se dio por mi equipo, porque yo lo dije públicamente, pues yo voy a
It's
pelear.
funny how they gotta say the names in English.
Yo no te atrae el dinero, yo se lo demostré, ¿entiendes? Y yo no acepté, ¿me entiendes? El dinero, mi salud, ¿me entiendes? Y mi equipo, que trabajamos bien.
Pero para añadirle a la pregunta de Norman Sr., para añadir un poquito, pero en este caso...
What he said in English before.
No, because I'm going to add it all up.
No, but it's hard sometimes because it's so much.
He says that it's normally the promoters who become cautious of who they're going to make them fight with.
I respect that.
That fighters normally are not timid to want to fight anybody. In his case, you tell him, hey, you're going to fight Canelo? I'm going to fight Canelo.
Right.
But I wanted to add another little add to that. Pero en este caso, fue el equipo de Keyshawn.
I respect that. You see, and that's something that I wish he spoke it in English so people could just hear it. You gotta ask it. You think guys are scared to fight him, and he like, nah. He think it's the promoters that be cautious of who they want to try to put in there. He think the fighters will fight. Like you tell him he fighting Canelo, then he fighting Canelo, and that shit is real. He had an opportunity to say these dudes are scared. Now they ducking. They this, see that. He didn't do that. Fans do that weird ass shit. He's speaking like a real fighter, and he could do that off a situation where a guy is being accused of intentionally blowing away. He could be like, yo, he's scared. He could use that opportunity to do that. And he like, nah, man, that's not it. And I keep saying that. It don't be, these dudes ain't scared to fight, man. This is the shit that you do for a living. Imagine being scared to do something that you chose to do for a living. Just don't make sense to me. Lee, what's good with it, homie?
Davis que no quiso pelear contigo. He was saying something about that he was wanted to fight. He said he wanted to fight. That his people, you know, just said that he wasn't gonna fight, but he wanted to fight. That's what he said.
Oh, he wanted to fight Keyshawn.
Yeah, he wanted to fight Keyshawn.
Yeah, but that's what. Like, pay attention to what he's saying, because he's, you know, he's saying
because words matter. That definitely matters.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. But I need to add the caveat to this. You guys not letting me. I'm putting it in.
Don't add the caveat. Fuck the caveat.
Well, I need my question in. I need my question.
No, I know, but what's important is the answers. You know what I mean? Because a lot, like, for instance, Matias wants to do an interview with me straight Spanish because the interpreter never really says what he says. So we got to give the benefit of the doubt to our Latinos for that, at least, because it's not fair. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to the consumers.
Ask him so then does he think that it was the promoters of Keyshawn Davis that didn't want the fight, or was it Keyshawn Davis who didn't want this fight? Now, I wanted to add that up so I could bring it all together. So sabemos que tú querías.
That would be stupid. They allow him to offer him the opportunity. Why would it be the promoters that didn't want to fight? If he had made the weight, they wouldn't even been in this situation. Why offer a person a fight that you really don't want? It's a lot of stupidness. It's just it's a blown situation, but I understand how they could speculate, being that it didn't come to fruition. But I think it's deeper than just not wanting it. You just messed up the opportunity.
Obligado, sé por lo que tú querías la pelea. Pero mi pregunta que quiere añadirle a eso era contigo.
Yo creo que era se cayera.
Yeah, he tried to add the caveat.
A él empujame, él quería que yo reaccionara de una forma.
I'm telling you, yo, that was a good job, bro.
Callejera.
Okay. All right, so we already established that he wanted to fight regardless of the facts. So then I asked him, so who does he think didn't want the fight? Was it Keyshawn's promoter? Was it his team? Or was it Keyshawn Davis, the fighter, that did not want the fight? His response to that is he believes it was Keyshawn Davis who did not want the fight. If you go look back at the press conference, he believes that the reason Keyshawn Davis pushed him was to try to provoke him to snuff him back so that he could get out of the fight by having a cancellation. And that didn't happen.
That's speculation. Ain't no way in hell. People get pushed at face-offs and shit like that all the time. That shit been happening for years. I don't think he expected him to snuff him. Like, that ain't even the right reaction after a little ass push. You could laugh it off just like Devin Santos did, man.
How he saw that. So he believes it was Keyshawn Davis, not the team, but Keyshawn Davis, the fighter, who wanted to duck the fight. With el de los Santos. La Granada.
So not a grenade, right?
Yeah, the grenade. The grenade. We're gonna teach us some Spanish, Norman. I promise you that.
I mean, Granada literally spells grenade.
Shout out to Mill City. Yeah, you heard with Edwin. Edwin's dropped a couple things in there, man. So they ain't say nothing what you didn't expect him to say. He still want to fight. He still want opportunity. He say he felt like Keyshawn ducked the fight. But I get why he'd feel that way. But like I said, I'm too logical, man. You don't offer a fight just to be scared of it. That's a lot of games being played. That's blowing $1 million bag. Like, dudes, you ain't so scared to fight somebody that you offer an opportunity that you don't want to go make the most money you stood to make in your career. Just not a realistic way to look at things. You know what I'm saying? But it is unfortunate that we missed that fight because it was a damn good one. I just didn't see that happening at all. I ain't gonna lie. Never seen that coming to fruition where we'll be sitting around talking about how we not getting the fight. So that shit kind of sucks, you know? Kind of sucks, man. But one fight that we is getting lastly before we get out of here. Those are expensive games. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And I don't think he was playing like that. Yeah, I was looking forward to it, man. You know, he is, you know, but I believe in his ability to bounce back and respond well after, you know, an adverse situation. So we'll see. But lastly, man, before we get out of here, man, hit that like button if y'all haven't. One fight that we do know is on the way is Hitchens and Kambosos. And look, people might not be screaming for it, but I like it because I like to see Hitchens continue to build his career and move forward. He got a name on his resume in Kambosos. You know what I mean? Should be a winnable fight in the city where he's from. He should be good. It's kind of a hometown kind of thing for him. So he can get a title defense in, and then hopefully he'll move on to a unification next or another meaningful fight. Either or is cool with me. He tried to. He did it in a bad way, though, Jay. He did it the wrong way, and all it did was shine the light brighter on Abdullah because he handled everything right in the moment. He did everything the right way. Handled his business. Answered questions the right way and everything. Key or Devin next. Yeah. I think Keyshawn fights this year. Let me see. Where we at? June. We in June. I don't know. It's tricky, Teach, because I don't know if they still going if they suspend him. Hell no, that's for sure. But I'm not for sure. He might have just dug himself a little hole with this one. He might have bought himself a little bit of inactivity with this. I'm not sure, but it'd be interesting to see because you got about 6 more months or so. 704 Joe, what it do, man? That Underground got the homies on it. And Shandad, bet, man, for sure. I got to check it out. It's on the YouTube. Remember, Top Rank is looking for a new home. That you know, some stuff going on, man. Some stuff going on. So he could be on the sideline for a while. Teach, you get what I'm saying? Could be. I could have did it. You know what I'm saying? That could have been the reason for it. So it's possible. Definitely possible. But shout out to Richards and Hitchens, man. Him and Kambosos is gonna get in there and mix it up. I want to see the fight. I want to see how Hitchens beat him if he step all over him, man. Yes, sir. Zach Quinn fight this Saturday. Yes, sir. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna get to it. But let's play this, man, from Hitchens and Cambo.
Guys. FC. All right, right this way. Sir, can I see the move, please? Where? Corner, maybe. All right. Security, please.
Grip stinks.
You want to switch sides?
Let's get this done. We got all week to talk. Can we face each other cameras, please? Guys, in back a little bit. Face the cameras. Face the cameras, guys. Face the cameras. Come right here for cameras, please. I'm scared. You look scared. You're skinny, you did. So look at 50,000. Nah, I took that 50,000. I took that ship on it and take it back. Let me tell you. Nah, let's back to my fun. This ship on it. I can't talk with this guy. This guy's breath stinks. Let me talk. Let me talk. I spoke to my financial advisor. Why the fuck would I bet one-on-one with you 50,000 when I took my 50 grand at $7 odds? That's 350, brother. This is shit for me though.
Strike on that too.
You tell him Cambosis.
He ain't got it. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. Listen, go and grab your money. Go and grab your money. Go and grab your money. Don't hold me. Go and grab. You're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna hold me. You're gonna run, bro. From you, you're gonna run. Yeah, you're gonna run. You're gonna run.
You're gonna run.
You gonna be check the check, you wanna be your coach. Face off. Face off. So let's do it. I got no chin, nigga. You been down a body shot and a headshot. I've never been down in my life in boxing. I've never been down, ever. Ever. Fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. I'm gonna show you a pussy. That shit's an act. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that act. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a pussy. I'm gonna show you a pussy.
We want to fight in the ring, not outside the ring. Leave that energy for the ring. We want to fight inside the ring, not outside the ring. Leave that energy for the ring.
Man, shut up, man. They could have that energy. Shut up. They ain't swinging on each other or nothing. They could have energy. Whoever that is, just shut all of it up.
Let's give the... Yeah, that's good. I want to see him get hurt too. Please give the fans what they want to see. Not a running, a fight, not a run.
Yeah, like they can't, like
come on, man. Tickets sold.
Why do people show up?
There's
For them
another
to be
4,000
super nice.
tickets
Now you want to see some tension. You want to see it down like each other. You want to see the confidence. They ain't swinging on each other. I hope he stops. I ain't gonna lie. He's gonna keep Cambosis, bro. He's gonna beat him up.
George, we don't want that belt. There's a screw holding the top of it. Look at that. What happened? Something fell off there. No, we're gonna get a new one.
You ain't gonna get the belt.
What's that?
Belt shit? Easy money. You easy money. Motherfucker talking about he ratted belt on FanDuel. He know for sure he ain't betting 50,000 on it. Shut your bitch ass here.
George, he sold the zirconian for some money.
I'm gonna break his face, bro.
Yeah, he definitely get in there and fight. He gonna get his ass beat, though.
Exactly what we want.
Your face ain't gonna after the fight. All right. A better fighter than you. A better fighter than you. Ramos a better fighter than you. Me and Farrell better fighter than you. I'm gonna smoke you.
All right.
Let's move. Let me get you right here.
Cambosis stay with an opportunity in the fight, don't he? Yeah.
George, you got this boy rattled. You're the king.
Hey,
you're the king in New York, man. You're the king in New York.
I'm Frank White. This is my hometown.
You're the king of New York.
I'm Frank White. I'm king of New York.
I ain't giving George Cambosis no rounds. He about to get stepped on, I think. I ain't even gonna play with it. I think Hitchens about to step on this man.
It don't matter about that. I told you last week. Easy work. That's why he's betting against you. He know what it is. You learn. You gonna learn. I'm gonna punish you. I ain't going nowhere. You know I ain't going nowhere. You know I ain't going nowhere. Run from you.
Roy, how we doing?
Good.
He is the perfect gatekeeper. He's gonna get in there and scrap. I think Hitchens gonna beat him up.
Finals.
Did you guys all get your stuff that you need?
His face gonna be stung all over. He's gonna look like he got stung by a million people. That's what I'm saying, Jay Walk. They ain't swinging on each other. There's no headbutts. They just talking, man. Let them talk. But they gotta back it up.
Can we do it? You know what? Can we do it? You're a bum. No. I'm smarter than you. I'm smarter than you.
You're nervous.
Nervous is when you don't make weight. I bet you I'll stop it. Let's make it. Nervous is when you don't make weight. Keyshawn, man. Nervous when you don't make weight. We ready.
Hey, Hitchinson, how come this 4,000 seats still left? You haven't sold them. 4,000. Oh, he's already put money on himself. At 8 to 1. Are you backing out? Are you backing out?
Y'all talking about all the wrong shit.
Take your little puppy dog. Take your little puppy dog. 50 grand, right?
They tell him to put that bread up.
No. We said cash. We said cash. We said cash. We said cash. We've already put the money on 8 to 1 odds. You've got to negotiate a better deal for your fighter.
Any money I bet on Cambodia, y'all gonna lose.
You've got to negotiate a better deal.
Their ass is getting whooped, man. They ain't gonna win. They ain't gonna win, man. He might actually, if he don't stop him, he definitely gonna polish him off, man. I don't see him getting no rounds. I think Hitchens is too polished for Cambosis, man. Too sharp. I think he just gonna pick him apart. That's what I believe. 4KC's left says Cambosis ain't a star either. Yeah. I that was a crazy thing to say. I get it, like, cause you feel like, oh, it's in New York, but it's like, bro, you know, you there too. It take two. You know what I mean? A fight is a fight. You get me? So they just know that 4K probably know that. They probably going to be sitting home watching it, knowing that Cambosis is about to get his ass starched. You know what I mean? You know, that 4K probably got to work. Them working citizens, man. You know? But it said out. Sold out with Matiz, my opinion. Yeah, Matiz. Yeah, he got some popularity, man, and he dangerous, bro. But I think it's going to be a cool fight. I like it for Hitchens, man. It's just another stepping stone, another step in the right direction for him, and that's what he need, man. So I was alone with it, so yeah, for sure. Only popping in Australia, you know what I mean? Only in Aussie, man. Only with the kangaroos, man. Only with the rules, bro. Only with the rules, man. Not sure Hitchens will do better than Loma, but I think it's 55-45 for Hitchens. I get you. For me, it's like 70-30. I think he's a lot better than Cambosis right now. Like 70-30, 60-40 at worst for me. I think Hitchens just overall too sharp of a boxer. It's going to be very reminiscent of Haney, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I do. I think he's going to totally outclass this dude. You know what I mean? I think he's seen better days. He's scrappy. He'll have moments because he fight back, but I think he'll get thoroughly outclassed by Hitchens. Have a lead opponent to fight in Australia too. You know it. Cambosis can definitely upset a fight, but he might get stopped around this. Yeah, this one I think he's gonna get beat up 11 rounds to 1. I'm telling you, D, for the win. If it go to decision, he might sweep him. But if he putting hands all over him, you know what I mean, and swelling him up, lump him up, cut him and stuff, I can see them wanting to stop it. But he just got to go to the body like Loma did. Loma ain't no big-ass puncher. Loma just put them together. That's all that is. He just got to put them together. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Loma no bigger puncher than Hitchens up at 140. You get what I'm saying? But he just can punch, and he put them things together well. So that's what got the stoppage. Accumulation and hitting him with punches he wasn't ready for. And then he just broke him down to the body, too. So, you know what I'm saying? You get me? You know what I mean? That Cambosis one, Lomachenko one, they threw that towel, I believe, at the end. So, it's going to be a cool fight for Hitchens, man. So, overall, man, we're going to see how these next couple of months roll out, man. T.O. ain't signing with no PBC. That shit is false. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he fighting no Tank Davis. I also think that is false. We're going to see what's next for the DB3 clan. You know what I'm saying? T.O., the Haneys. You know what I mean? We know what's up for Tank, and we just going to keep rolling like that. If Hitchens have a performance like the last one, there's somebody tough next for sure. You know, I go over that shit every time out. I don't think his performance was bad against Paro. You know what I mean? I feel like some meat left on the bone there, and I feel like you could put together better performances, but I feel like some of that was Paro. But you just got to keep winning and winning impressively. And I think that's always the goal. Let's push for Teal versus Gary. Shit, Teal, where's Nightmare? White Nightmare, a guy like that, you know? But we'll see. But that's my time for today, man. Shout out to everybody that rocked out. Make sure you hit that like button if you did. Sub to the channel. Turn the notifications on. We going to keep building. Y'all already know how we do, man. Let's see what Tio end up at. Let's see what the next fight look like for him. I doubt if he get one of them names. I don't see it. Let's see what Devin Haney fight next. Don't know where he gonna go. I'm looking forward to August, July now. So we're July 12th. Ready to see Shakur Stevenson and Cepeda, Shiraz, and Berlanga. Should be a good card, good night of boxing. Gary versus Puello. Rematch, yeah. It's a good one. Shout out to the Queen. Peace, Queen. Haney versus Tim Bradley. I want to see it. For the marbles, but much love, much appreciation to everybody, man. I appreciate all the support. Y'all already know how we rocking. Make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good Tuesday, and we'll be back tomorrow to build. With that being said, we're going to get up out of here, man. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. .4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.